Welcome, guys. We are back with another brand new episode of the Anime Lately podcast. And finally, I think maybe about a month now, we finally got the boys back from Studio Mahō. Yeah, we had some circumstances over these past couple weeks, and last week was Batman, so we got to watch it. But yeah, we finally have the whole gang together. We finally got to meet up. We finally have the magic back. We got the Mahō back. Yeah. I had to. But yeah, let's go straight into our intro. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Anime Lately podcast. I am your host, Sam the Manga Man, and here with me are my Potakus. Introducing first, he is the CEO of Careful Spoilers Podcast Network, the host of Careful Spoilers' new show, See First Villains. Founder of The Man Who Stands Eren Yeager, he is JB, exclusive the invincibly talented James Barnes. And finally, our newest member of the Anime Lately team from the Virgin Islands. He is a man with diverse tastes and varying interests, a pillar amongst his family, counselors, mentors, and friends. He is the pride of the Caribbeans. He is the CFO of the Conqueror Movement. So sit down, be humble, don't be a mother skunk, and please welcome Kenny G, aka Kendall Grant. And now our feature special guest. Do you believe in Mahō? Because we got the founders of Studio Mahō back on the Anime Lately podcast. Make way for the train. Bing bong. We got the creators of godpunch, Patrick Gumbogoon Thomas. And the founding Titan creator of Blade Titans, Ayinde Yin. How are y'all doing?
Cool, bro.
Excellent.
Appreciate y'all for having us on again, man.
Oh yeah,
Be back.
Yeah, man. Happy to have you guys back. It's been too long.
Yeah,
It
man.
has
it
been
really
a while.
has been.
It has been a while.
Oh man, like I know we were trying to schedule in for like the past month now to try to get you guys back in, but it's always like either we could have just Yin or actually maybe not no Yin and then no Pat, but I mean, it's very understandable because like circumstances happens. A new Batman movie had to come out last week, and people had to just buy tickets and watch it.
I double booked myself, bro. Double booked myself. I was like, it's Battinson though. And then I was like, oh shit, podcast. Oh, Miguel's gonna kill me.
No, I mean it's fine. It's fine. He hasn't been on the podcast for over a month now, so it's fine.
Dang. I know he's busy.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's free during the weekends, but not as free during the weeknights.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, guys, glad to have you guys back. Hope you've been good.
Oh yeah, cool. I'm fresh off of dentist appointments. Only like one half of my mouth is working. So if I start slurring and drooling, then you know what I'm saying, just ignore me.
Yeah, this is also the first time Kendall is in the group with the creators of Studio Mahō. We've got created godpunch, the Blade Titans, the entire works of the whole team, the whole squad.
I'm excited, bro.
Yes, sir.
Good to have you here.
Appreciate y'all.
But yeah, guys, it's definitely been far too long. I hope you guys get some good news. I know you guys. I know Yin and his girlfriend goes on live on Twitch. I lurk in.
Mhm.
Oh yeah,
I'm
definitely.
always lurking.
Yeah, like I'm same here. Like I'm just like I follow a lot of people on Twitch. It's like I'm busy myself, but I can always just have my multiple devices just tuned into each and everybody at least, just to support the fan.
I'm gonna make a new Twitch account and get on there and say, "This is why you can't text back, huh?"
Oh
Hello.
my god.
Oh. You gotta do that to him.
LOL.
Hey, I mean, at least he's doing it. At least he's able to do it. Go live on Twitch.
Yeah,
Yeah, and it was really cool to like watch you like literally draw that poster that we got at Anime NYC.
Oh
That was
yeah.
cool as fuck. Like watching you do that on Twitch. Like you were on Twitch for hours working on that thing. I was
I
like,
think it was like a 7-hour stream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, you put the work in. It looks great too.
Really?
We have, like-
I keep
We
tuning
have, like, a couple
into
of them left too.
Yin playing games. I think the last I saw he was playing Rhythm Beats or the Beat Sabers.
Yes, I
Oh,
did.
yeah.
I played Beat Saber on stream. My audio was not working the way I wanted it to. I forgot to change my audio sources, so the music was like super low because it wasn't coming through like the headset, what the headset was hearing. So I have to fix that next time. But I'm supposed to get back into streaming next week because next week we're starting chapter 4 or getting back into chapter 4 of God Punch
Nice.
because I've been trying to knock out the rest of my commission queue for the past like however many months. So
It ain't been that long. Maybe about a month.
nah, I mean, my queue started all the way back in August of last year, and I took a break.
Oh shit.
So, because I got my commission queue. That was around the time that we tried to hire some assistants
Yeah.
to finish Blade Titans for me, and then that whole thing fell through. That was a mess.
I'm still
Oh,
in
man.
So I ended up having to get back on Blade Titans by myself and finish it up, and that's why it took longer than it was supposed to come out. And that's why I still have commissions left over because I took a break.
That man ran away with my money.
God, get
Yeah,
your
we
money,
did.
man.
We had one, or the very first one that we tried to hire, just kind of he ghosted us. So
So he took the project on and we paid him for it. And he ghosted us, boy.
Bro, he took your money and ran.
That's crazy.
It did.
He better not ever let me catch him.
Mm-mm.
he glad he lived in another country.
Yeah, I got my passport. It's gonna be a long day for bro.
Hey, for what it's worth, I got my passport too.
It's okay.
I mean, I need to renew mine, but like, give me like a good few months after whole processing and fees and all that shit like that. Then yeah,
Oh.
I want it.
Yeah, we finna ride out. We finna go get this $150 back in blood.
Facts.
Yeah.
I mean, 300. It was 300. I'm tripping.
Oh.
No, it was
damn.
150. We only paid him half.
Mm.
No, it was one. No, me and Ken paid 150 each.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I remember we only sent him like 150 up front. I thought
Nah.
to get started.
He burned that bridge though. When you guys blow up, he's gonna be eating
Yeah,
that
nah,
shit.
he gonna be kicking himself in the ass because he.
Oh yeah.
Hey man, I'm just finishing the project. Nigga, it's 2025.
Y'all gonna blow up and he gonna try to come out of nowhere. Yeah, I worked on this too. I worked.
Yeah, they hit me up back and like I did a little bit of work. Like
Why beat your
All right,
ass?
bro.
So should we slander it? So like, should we slander him right here, right now, in this moment, just so
I
that
don't
nobody
even remember
loses
Cuddy's
commission and
ass,
stuff like that?
I don't remember Cuddy's
Nah,
ass,
don't
bro.
give him no airtime.
Canceled.
yeah, no
Nah,
airtime.
No free publicity. No
Nope.
free clout. No
Nope.
free clout.
Don't do that here. You happy family.
Yeah.
Yeah, that 150 is not gonna be worth shit after the bridge he just burned. So
Mm-hmm.
You could
They're
make it
lost.
10 times that on the same page.
mhm.
Because
lost.
I really liked his art to us. God damn, the nigga good.
I mean,
Yeah,
if he
crazy.
ran away with it, it might not even have been his.
This is true.
It's possible. I
Look,
thought
this-
about
I
that.
was gonna say, yeah, like you remember that I told y'all about that assistant that applied for us and he was using somebody else's art.
Yeah,
Yes.
he had like he was using like professional
He was
manga
using
panels as like
he was using Oda's art because like
Yeah.
he had a picture. He had Oda's like a picture of Shanks that Oda drew. He had it in his portfolio.
Oh my god, what?
I was like, bro, what kind of time you on, bro? Like, and he reached out and hit me up. He had
I'm
his
sorry.
portfolio.
He had a picture of Shanks in his portfolio.
He had a picture of Shanks that Oda. Dog, I went and found it. I went and Googled the exact same picture and found it. I said, man, what the fuck you doing? What you doing, dog? Like, all right, man.
Next thing you know, he's gonna say it's an original art, and then he only contributes to like one small dot or a circle or whatnot, and everything is so it's his.
All right.
Yeah, I'm just that good. I can draw like Oda. I'm just that good.
Sony Jump gonna send that cease and desist. Yeah, we gonna see.
and then look, what's funny is like you could tell he was tripping because he wasn't even charging that much
No,
like to do that. Like he was one of the lower end assistants that apply. We had some higher end assistants apply that are like they have a high page rate.
Yeah.
And you can tell like it's their artwork. Like it's them working on it. So yeah.
So Yin, let me ask you about that. How do you feel about like someone else coming in and kind of just like adding stuff to your work? Like how does that work for you?
I'm like ridiculously picky.
He hated it.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't hate it, but it was. I didn't hate it. It was just like I wasn't like 100% on board with it because I've had this thing where like I don't want anybody else to touch my artwork, but you get to a certain point where it's like, okay, if you have this many series that you want to do and you're already working on one and you want to work on two at the same time, like it's not feasible to release content on a regular schedule by myself essentially. So I just had to make sure that like whoever we did hire was up to par, and that whole process I did not enjoy because number one, I don't like being the person that has to be like, oh, okay, let me see your artwork. Oh, your artwork's not good enough.
Oh yeah, because I was making him tell them now.
Because it makes me feel bad because I'm like, well, I already don't think my artwork is like to the level that it should be at yet. Like I'm still getting there. I'm not like I haven't peaked essentially. I haven't gotten to that point yet. So I don't feel like qualified enough to be like, okay, I need to hire people to work on my stuff, and be able to tell them like, okay, your artwork's not good enough.
He trying to make me be the bad boss. Patrick, you gotta tell him now. Nah, you tell him this your assistant.
I mean,
you tell him he can't get on.
You gotta say professionally, right? We are glad for your time and your effort to this work, Utrecht, but unfortunately it was.
Yeah, no, we gave them the very like the corporate response, like.
Fortunately, we were exploring options elsewhere.
Right, basically. Yeah, exactly. So that's what we did. We went through a lot of assistance too, like applications. And then it was also like, from a cost standpoint, like how much can we afford to pay? Because right now we're just kind of putting our own money into it. So
yeah. I mean, I'm wondering if Bochi's available since Dr. Stone's finished.
Oh yeah. Just hit him up, be like, hey man.
Can't holler at me.
Yes.
Man.
I would love to see him draw 40 minutes within an entire page. Wait, what?
Oh yeah, no, he's
did
insane.
that.
He's crazy, man. The level of skill that man has is ridiculous.
Did you read the Ace novel that he did? Did anybody read that?
I never got around to reading it.
I
saw the artwork. I saw the artwork.
I did read it. Yeah, his artwork was insane. How he did Whitebeard, like intimidating and stuff like that.
His Jinbei was incredible.
Yeah, I seen the arts, but I definitely did not end up reading the full thing through.
It was still the chapter of One Piece. It's just like his own artwork of it.
Yeah, it was kind of lit.
The cover for that chapter.
Yeah, it was pretty much like him leaving East Blue and then like finally like joining Whitebeard and then dying. Spoiler alert.
And then he had Blackbeard too, looking like he looked like a real villain.
His Blackbeard was wonderful, and his Shanks too.
Yeah, I didn't know there was more to that. I remember seeing the Sanji piece.
He did like 5 chapters.
Yeah, I remember seeing the Sanji piece, and there was like Sanji, Zoro, and something else. I didn't know there was more. Yeah, that's to show you how impatient I get when One Piece chapter drops. I just be like, I need to see what's going on. There's a lot of stuff going on right now.
They did a Sanji spinoff, Food Wars.
Yeah,
that was cool.
That's got like 3 or 4 chapters, I think.
I'd like to see him work on a Wano chapter.
That'd be dope. Wano coming to the end, so we'll probably do something soon.
Yeah, because like Wano's it's like 2-3 years old now, this arc.
Shit, probably. Yeah, that's
I think we pushing on 3 now.
Yeah, I think we're pushing 3. Yeah.
And like, is it closer to finish just yet, or this year?
Yeah, we're allegedly in the final.
Yeah, we're in the
allegedly.
Oh snap! Speaking of legends,
look who it is.
Let him connect.
Danger.
Let him connect to the audio.
Speaking of legends, speaking of goats.
Hello, Daddy.
LOL.
Pause.
Well. Look who it is. It's my boys. What's going on?
What's up, brother?
Nothing much.
You know, not sleeping, but living, having a good time.
You'll get a sleep schedule back in like a year.
Eventually. Yeah.
And like
Right.
18? No. There's another whole ass person in my house now. That's gone.
Also
But I had to
does-
come see my boys. I was like, I gotta make some time. So she sleep, and I said I'm gonna come through here for a little bit.
Appreciate that, bro.
Appreciate
Of course. I missed all the introduction stuff. How y'all been? What's been going on?
Oh man, you missed the good part.
Yeah, we've been good. We were just talking about the whole like hiring assistant phase that we went through for I don't know how many months last year.
Second half of the year.
Yeah, it was the second half of the year, just right after like DreamCon and stuff.
Time fake now, so it don't matter. It's all good.
Time is fake, yep.
But no, man, when's the last time I talked to y'all? I can't even remember.
Before the baby.
It's been a long
Change.
time. It definitely was
Everything's before the baby.
It was a nice Shang-Chi drop.
Was
That was a nice
Yeah.
Yeah. I called in as soon as I left the theater.
September.
Yeah.
Damn.
Okay.
Damn. Oh no, I'm
Time's
real
been
happy to see
flying,
y'all.
man.
It has like.
Damn.
Yeah.
All right, bet. But no, I mean, so what's been good? What's been great? So tell me the good word, my brother.
Cool, bro. We got some stuff to announce today. Some exclusives, you know.
Y'all came in here with exclusives.
Exclusive.
We always
the
got
way,
some exclusives.
Kid, much love to you, BB. Welcome on in. I ain't forget about you. It's good to see you.
I
Thank you for being
appreciate
here.
you.
Of course, man. So you talking about exclusive? So like, we gonna wait on the exclusives, or you just gonna like drop them?
I mean, what we go with the flow. Whatever y'all want to do. You want to drop the ball now? You want to make a wait for it? You know, we just here.
Listen, I ain't been here in a while.
That's true.
So,
But you know what's funny, Ray? You know what's funny? Neither has Vash. Neither has Vash.
You think I'm surprised?
No.
No.
No, Ray, I'm serious. Literally, it's just like he just threw the host on me. Like, let me do all of it when he was home. He could have done this.
It's okay. Sammy, he trusts you. He believes in you. He knows who's gonna get the job done. It's all good. It's all good.
The man knew I had midterms literally next week. And I repeatedly told him. And he tried to say, oh, hey, remember, you're supposed to be hosting and I could jump in every other time? No.
You know, that's true. That's true love. You know, it's true love. Y'all are you have a wonderful relationship. You know, it's all good. Mm-hmm.
I went out.
Sam said we breaking up. Oh no.
Hey Sam, blink twice if you're okay.
He didn't blink.
He didn't blink.
I mean, school can get you in a miserable mood. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. It does bring you in a miserable mood.
But you know what? Ain't no school in here. It can't get you right here, so it's all good.
Hey, you in your last quarter. It's game time. It's clutch time. You got this.
It's also the hardest moment too. The hardest move too.
Once it's done, though, it's done. You know what I'm saying?
And then I'm back back into.
I ain't never going to school again. Period.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, I'm not going back for a PhD. I'm not doing that. No, fuck no.
I like myself too much now. Nope.
I'll do it when I'm older. When I'm in like my 50s, and for no reason, I'll just be like, you know what? Now I'm a doctor.
Right.
You know, it's that, and it depends on what you want to do. You can really just learn it all on the internet, honestly.
You're right.
Right. Yeah.
Let's go to YouTube. Search up this lesson. We have an Indian guy telling us how to do this. What's this and that's the lessons.
I mean, I'd rather be a lord than a doctor. Just saying, like Lord Ray. Come on, bro.
I mean, you're right. You're right. I mean, James would know. Lord Aaron, of course.
Oh God.
Exactly, Ray. Exactly.
Neil.
I thought you had short hair. No, it's all good. It's a wild dream he had. Let me tell you. Wild dream. But no, what y'all been watching, reading? I know James been busy as hell, so he ain't had time to do nothing. What everybody else watching, reading?
Racking Up the King's new episode was today, and it was really
Oh,
good.
I need to watch
I have not
that.
watched it yet, but yes.
That animation,
Ooh.
like, oh my god, so much work was
Ooh.
put into this one. It was good. It
I
was
did not
so
expect.
good.
I'm excited.
I did not expect that quality from that episode. It's been quality the whole time, but I didn't expect that
Like-
uptake there.
Like, we have all this trust for Wit Studio, and like we know, like, all right, when are you gonna peak? When is the peak? This is the peak. This is the peak.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Man, it's crazy because it's not I mean, obviously I didn't read it, so it's like you get the fight in a perspective that you wouldn't have expected to get it, but it's so refreshing and so satisfying the way it's executed. And then it's just like the way that they choose to display power, because we don't have any proper power scaling besides the fact that we know what the rankings of certain people are.
Mhm.
So, but yeah, long live Boji.
Long live
That's
both.
the
yeah.
boy. That's
Best
the boy.
boy.
That's the boy. That's the boy.
Unless some stuff just come out with some absolute heat, I'm calling potentially anime of the year. Because last year, it was, it had just started, but no, this year
This year's looking heavy, bro.
it ain't heavy till it start dropping.
You're right. You're right. You're right.
This year.
Ain't no competition right now, but
Exactly. Ain't
The
nothing
year
out
is
here
young.
right now.
the year is
I
young.
mean, besides the Attack on Titan, the Demon Slayer.
I'm saying we still
and
got
stuff like that.
AOT.
Once
I
they get
gave
out
up.
of this, once they get out of this part, it'll be fine.
I
Like
gave
they got to
up.
get through this little lull right here, and then they get to the good shit, and then I'm like, yes. But right now, it's like,
I'm
You know-
so,
you
I'm so
know
glad
where it
you
is.
got caught up. By the way,
I'm saying, what
Yes.
we got coming? We got what? We got Bleach is coming back.
we have
Yeah,
a lot.
that's starting to
we have
summer.
a lot of
Yeah.
things.
Chainsaw
coming
Man
out.
is also coming.
Chainsaw Man.
it's
Is,
y'all
The-
think
the
Chainsaw
fall
Man
is
actually
stacked.
coming this year?
it's yeah.
I think
can see
we're
it.
gonna get it in December. I think it's gonna be like
I
that.
if I truly think it's gonna get
I
delayed
think we're
again.
getting the anime and then part 2. And
I want part 2 real bad.
Yeah.
why do you think it'll get delayed?
Like just with everything
The
going
nature
on,
of
like think
things.
about it. Like straight up with the industry over in Japan being weird again as far as animators go. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff that's getting moved around.
Yeah.
And then just in general with the pandemic and now with all this new licensing changing,
All right.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
don't know.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, we got so much. Yeah, you got
My
we got
we
the
got
movie.
MHA.
We got Vinland Saga season
Te-
2.
That
There's
I am
a
looking forward to.
lot.
Blue Lock's
Yeah.
animation debut. There's a couple other stuff that's coming
JJK
out.
movie. There's also movies. JJK movies
I
next
am
week.
excited about that.
JJK
Yes.
next week. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
boy.
got my tickets for
That became number
Thursday.
1 in Japan for like since release day, and now it's
Not surprised.
now it's
Not,
gonna,
if I was about to say, not surprised at
this
all.
is the last week for it to be in theaters in Japan. And
Man,
then
it's
international.
such a good strategy with that whole the way they chose to do that. I was just telling my roommate because he just started watching it finally after I've been telling him forever to watch it. But he just watched it and I was like, yo, watch the movie. He was like, should I even watch it? And I was like, here's the best
Yes.
part. If you've seen an episode of JJK, you're qualified to watch the movie.
I mean,
Yeah.
technically, you've
Yeah.
already seen past it, so yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
Right, exactly, because the movie is a prequel. So
Yeah, all you getting is backstory. Yeah, it's a long
Yeah.
backstory that you just got to
Smart as hell.
But
It
in
is-
the
it was very
grand
good plan.
scheme, in the grand scheme of the sequence of things, we don't get to see I don't know if it's fair to say protagonist, but we'll say protagonist of this movie. We're not gonna see him till season 3 of the anime more than likely. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Say latter end of season 2, to be
And
honest
yeah,
with
maybe
you.
if
the
we get the
end.
full arc in season 2, yeah.
Which
but
I think
I'm-
we do.
I
They'll
think we do,
talk
but I'm-
more. They'll talk more about him, but we didn't. You only had like one flashback.
I mean, if I remember correctly, they mentioned him one time,
yeah.
like literally
the
one
way-
time.
Yep.
The way it ended, the elders they kind of brought him on, and that's when he was like, I'm gonna kill.
which is why I could see it not being in season 2 either, because it might be the start
Season
of season
three.
3.
Well, see,
Based
no,
off
you
of
know,
the way-
That'd
you
be a
know
good
how they
cliffhanger.
do.
That would be a good cliffhanger though.
But
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
right.
You know how they do. He stepped forward and you see him, and it's like,
Yeah,
That's
like
the
you drop
boy,
the
and
movie,
then-
you drop the movie, and you see him in the movie, and then you
Mhm.
see him at the end of season 2 after Shibuya.
I mean, like, I'm hoping it's like they're doing another 24 episodes because I could definitely see a
They
24.
have to.
I could definitely see Shibuya arc for 24 episodes.
Oh, it needs to be.
I'm gonna be
that long.
real.
But
They
you
could
got,
give me
They
26.
not.
Go ahead and give me
I was gonna say,
26.
but you
Be
still got
edgy.
an arc between that though.
Yeah, I mean,
It's-
but it's
it's
also
not-
like, how do they not do a full 24?
Obviously, you might need more than 24 though, because you still got an arc between that.
That's why I said they could fudge it up. They could go ahead and give us 26.
What I'm
Yeah.
hoping,
Take about the first 7
might
episodes.
need-
extra.
what I'm
Yeah.
hoping they don't do is what Demon Slayer did, like replay Mugen Train in episodes for 9 episodes, and then
Oh,
Yeah.
like have the movie be
Everyone
the
needs to
part
stop
of the
doing that.
season.
Listen,
Everyone
I'm
needs
gonna be
to
real.
stop doing that.
I feel
At
like
first, I complained about it, but then I watched it. I was like, you know what? I ain't mind watching this again. I wasn't mad.
And honestly, it's not like it was just straight up the movie. I mean, they had
Right.
extra scenes and a lot of extra content
You
that we
got
didn't
an
get.
to build up to
episode
Rango
and a
Kun.
half, an episode and a half of extra content.
Hey,
I'll
See,
take
as,
it.
as
I'll
long
take
as it's
it.
good, as long as
Hey,
it's
when
good,
Rengoku
that's
bought all
different,
these
right?
dumplings.
Which James, it was. I ain't go front. Like Mugen Train arc is still one of the best. Period. And
Because like when Dragon Ball did it, I'm like, yeah, I could have skipped all of these extra episodes. You know what I mean? With
Yeah.
like Battle
Yep.
of the Gods.
And it was
then-
a
I mean,
lot of
even
extra
Boruto
episodes,
did it.
too.
I don't know why. Boruto did it too. I don't know why this.
they did.
Oh,
yes,
Well,
snap, they
changed-
did.
They changed stuff too.
Yeah, they
So
changed
It
stuff.
wasn't.
All they really did was
Exactly.
change the final fight.
Yeah.
They changed the final fight and then they changed the sequence of the build up. So basically the pre-fights. So there's like some extra, but
Yeah.
no, Dragon Ball Super. It was like longer than the movie somehow. How did you? How
You
did
know
get
how?
that many
Because Dragon Ball
episodes?
makes money, and so they like drag this shit out so we can make more money. They don't.
Yeah. You know, Toei will take out of that
So,
One Piece.
knowing all these shonen series and Viz
Right.
doing it, I think JJK might follow the same steps too. Then if
I mean, we'll see it. Let's be honest. It also is easier on the animators because it's like now they're just kind of having to split up what they already did. You
If
know?
that's the case,
Right.
then we definitely ain't seen that in the
No,
Shibuya
we're not gonna see.
But I'll say this: I don't know if they would do that for the Jujutsu Kaisen movie because I already heard that there are new scenes in the movie anyway. So,
So from the trailers, we've seen new scenes like just straight
Right.
up.
We'll
Yeah.
probably
Like-
get that infamous Toto scene.
That'd be
in
dope.
Kyoto. Yeah.
That'd
so
be
would
dope.
you guys recommend
That's
that
right.
someone read Zero or just go in straight to the movie?
No, don't.
I
read it
I am,
now. It's
I'm,
too
I'm
late.
I'm going straight in
at
without
this
reading
point,
it. So
if the
Oh, you
movie
haven't
is
read it?
around,
I
the
haven't
movie is
read it.
around the corner, I would just go
It's
straight.
next week.
Yeah,
It's
I mean,
next week, yeah.
Mappa's done a great job with animating the manga content. So I mean, I trust them to completely get Zero right.
Yeah, watch the movie first, but then read.
Yeah, watch.
the
I
chapters
watch
right
the
after.
movie, go and read it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Read
Yeah.
it right after because it'll make so much more make sense.
Yeah.
yeah, I feel
Yeah.
like that's the best route in case like
Mhm.
I'm watching it sub. So like in case I miss a dialogue or a line or something like that, I could just read the manga, come back and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But now I'm excited. This might be the one because I've been like the little tidbits that I do go look at. I'm like, oh, that look real good. Like
I have
this
to
is
start watching
real
them. I'm
good.
like, I have to
It's,
start watching
yeah,
them.
I haven't watched since the first trailer either.
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
Like
Me
people were
neither.
dropping, like,
Oh, wow,
I'm like,
me
no,
neither.
I'm trying to get it off my TV. No.
Yeah.
I love it, and I mean they've given so much care to JJK. It's like I know it's gonna be good, but like they really care about this, and they can tell.
Yeah, I mean, the manga did numbers. It sold 8 million worldwide
Mm.
with only 2 volumes before anime adaptation. So I'm like,
That's
you
wild.
pushing numbers like that, dog? Like, yeah,
Mhm.
Yeah.
you can get your money.
Man, that's
And then some. Your
And
money
then
and then some.
Yeah.
well. I
I
mean,
was
let's,
thinking about it
let's-
last night. I was like, we're gonna get a JJK video game soon. I'm saying,
oh, I was.
Oh, yeah.
if
That's
we
right here now.
don't, if we don't, I would be truly surprised. Like,
We're
not
gonna
even
get a
kidding.
JJK video
I-
game, probably like a Storm format.
Yeah, it'll cover the first arc.
opposite-
Yeah, the whole first
opposite
arc.
to Storm, I would love to see a throwback to RPG, like how Yu Hakusho used to do their video games kind of thing.
Mhm,
I
mhm.
would love to see that with JJK because you still
Oh,
get the
yeah.
same fighting aspects of it, but you also have like the RPG, the turn-based kind of like move on the map kind of thing. I could see
Mhm.
something with that with JJK.
That'll be
What
hard.
was, what was that One Piece game that came out? Now I don't remember.
Strong
you got
Stampede?
Stampede,
No,
Strong World or something
no,
like that?
No,
Strong World was a movie.
Oh,
What was-
uh,
what game was that? I don't remember what the game was called, but it was open
Pirate
world.
Warrior. Pirate Warrior.
Pirate,
Oh,
no.
are you
No,
talking
Yeah,
about?
that-
Pirate
uh,
Warriors like
Pirate
Dynasty
Warrior.
Warriors.
It was
one.
No,
World
boss, it is-
something.
There's
It was
two of
World
them.
something.
There's two of them.
World,
World
Seeker.
Seeker.
Yeah, I think it was
World
World
Seeker.
Seeker.
Them that had
Yeah,
open world. It was World
Pirate
Seeker.
Warrior.
Put JJK
Yeah.
like that, but way better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
That game
spamming
was
Curse Spears at that point. And then every
With,
now and then
with,
you get
with,
some
with
Curse
other playable characters, not just with Luffy.
Yes. Not
What
just
you
with
talking about? You didn't like the Assassin's Creed Luffy style dive off of buildings? Come on.
No, not at all. I kept playing that game hoping it would get better, and it didn't.
Oh, that's cute. They kept playing it. That's funny.
They bamboozled. I finished that game.
I'm sorry, Oda. I did not finish that game.
And
I
got to the end, and I was like,
the second story or something, and I was like, I can't play as Zoro. Why did you give me this game?
I was like, I kept waiting.
Pirate Warriors, you could play as everyone.
Well, those are the much better games.
Yeah,
they're much better One Piece games.
Yeah, Pirate Warriors was cool.
But I was like, yeah, this will get better eventually, and I just kept playing. And I was like, oh, it's over. They got me.
So I wanted to ask you, which was better, that One Piece game or that Black Clover game?
You talking about the what was that game called?
One Piece was better. Clover Knights. Oh no. Oh yeah, that game is bad. They did Black Clover. Yes, they did Black Clover fans dirty.
See, the fact that you're asking, about it is
it's oof.
I know there was a My Hero Academia game.
There's a couple.
That was fun. That was fun.
And those are okay.
There was a Black Clover game. That's crazy.
It came out a couple years ago, like right when the anime
this
dropped.
Came out a while. Like as soon as the anime came out, this game came out. And I'm like, wow, y'all really pushed this out quick.
I know they in Jump Force. You talking about Jump Force?
We don't talk about that here.
We don't talk about Cheek Force. We don't talk about Cheek Force.
Not Cheek Force.
But I feel like My Hero is perfect to be open world. Like, you know, make it like a Spider-Man game where it's just open world.
Superheroes in a city.
Deku's basically Spider-Man now.
I was talking with our boy Pineapple on Twitter the other day. I was like, that's what I want. Because they were talking about Demon Slayer in like Sekiro type game, and I'm like, that would be dope.
Oh yeah.
But I was like, yeah, I want My Hero like Spider-Man so bad.
But can I take my
I'm
own
hearing
character?
What in Demon Slayer?
Yeah, can I be my own Demon Slayer? Can I pick my own?
That would be dope.
Change your design.
That would be dope.
Change your outfit. Choose which art you want to like learn.
What if I want to study? I want to study under the poison Hashira. I don't want to study under.
Oh, I bet you do.
Not gumbo breathing.
James, how you doing over there?
Gumbo breathing technique. All right.
I mean, I heard good things. I heard good things about the Demon Slayer video game. Actually,
the only thing I don't
the recent one came out.
The only thing I don't like is that they have like different versions of the same character. Like half of their roster is Tanjiro dressed in a school uniform. Tanjiro dressed like this. Tanjiro dressed like that. Well, here's Niku dressed in a school uniform. But dressed like that. Well, here's Inosuke dressed in a school.
And the only thing different about those characters is the finisher moves.
The finishers, yeah. It's
that's
smooth though. It's not a bad.
No. It's not a bad game to play at all.
Any stretch of the imagination.
It's
basically inverted Naruto Shippuden controllers.
So I'm about to say it looked like Storm. So
if you were playing Storm,
same.
If you picked up Storm and then immediately played Demon Slayer, you might be confused, but you would easily figure out what was going on.
Yeah. That's the only thing. Like half of your roster is just different versions of the same characters,
which is hilarious, but also like, come on,
right?
Bro.
And at least
they added some more of the demons, I think, recently.
They did, and I think they're free.
Okay.
They have dude with the webs.
Yeah.
Okay, Rui's
on there. Akaza's on there.
Yeah, Akaza's on there.
That's cheating.
I think that's it right now. Akaza is kind of cheating.
I'm about to say Akaza probably broken as hell.
He is broken. That's the last thing I've seen. But I haven't picked it up. I haven't picked up the game.
I'm gonna get Big Doma out there. You know what I'm saying? You get the manga, put Big Doma. He's gonna be the problem. That's my goal.
I mean, listen. So I read the whole thing again, and I was like, okay, look. This next arc that's coming up for Demon Slayer is legitimately entertaining.
Yeah.
But as soon as this arc is done, it just goes in every different direction. I'm like, what is going on? It just gets wild. I'm like, okay, all right.
Yeah, they peaked and then they just never really recovered.
We talked
none
about
of it's
this.
bad.
You can tell she was trying to end
not
it.
as good.
She was trying to end it. You could tell she wanted to end it.
She was
there was
done.
a lot. There was a lot going on. I know. There's lots of reports about like personal stuff that was going on and what's not. So like it's understandable. We was just talking about this in the BGA Discord earlier. Someone was talking about like Demon Slayer is mid kind of conversation. I was like, it's kind of when you put the whole thing together, it's like a good solid 7.5.
That's what I'm saying.
possibly.
It is a fine story. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It definitely had a lot of steam, but then the authors burn out, just like everybody else, and you could definitely tell.
That's why I'm happy when I see JJK, when I see him taking his breaks. Please, take your break. Please,
definitely take the breaks.
Yep. Yeah. Oh man,
Question for you guys: like, when do you know you need to take a break? Like, when do you hit burnout? It's like, all right, I just need to just stop, just take a couple steps back.
It's either when I feel like I can't do it anymore, or like I just don't want to.
That's that's fair, because it's pretty much the same for me.
Yeah, I either can't, or it's like, man, I don't want to do this right now. All right, take you a break. Take, like, step away. Take you a couple days. Take you a week. Take whatever you want, but don't ever, you know what I'm saying, feel that way about your baby.
Yeah, for me, it's
how do you cleanse your palate though?
Yeah.
What do you do in the interim?
Oh, man, I've been getting back into gaming lately, so I've been playing, a lot of Red Dead lately. So anybody want to play Red Dead Redemption, come join my posse.
You on the 5 or the box?
I'm on the 5, baby.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, I'm 5. I gave Allende the 4. So I gotta look out for that. Gotta look out for the family.
Gotta take care of yours. I understand.
I gotta take care of family. I gave Allende the 4. But yeah, so I've been getting back into gaming. Like, been playing my Switch more. I'm a huge Pokemon guy. Been training more because I do Muay Thai. So I've been focusing a lot more on my physical health. Just trying to do the things that.
That's what's up.
Not Muay Thai.
Yeah, I've been doing Muay Thai for a while.
That's what's up.
Have you tried in Eldering?
Eldering? I've been thinking about getting on it, but I game to relax. I don't want to be stressed.
Yeah, okay. That's smart. That's smart.
I don't want to be stressed when I game. So.
That part.
I mean,
it looks fun though. It like visually, it looks magnificent.
Yes.
I'm having a good ass time when I'm having a good time, but when that game decided to beat your ass, it's beating your ass.
Yeah.
So it's like, I can't. But it's probably in recent memory, it's one of those games that I'm like, when I'm playing other games, I'm thinking about that one. Like, oh, I didn't go look over here. Let me go check that out.
Everyone keeps saying that. I keep hearing people say that.
They nailed the discovery aspect, which is real hard to do.
Yeah,
so that was their first open world version of the game. Yeah, so
it's worth checking out at some point. Even if you don't like difficult games like that, you just give it a shot. But it's definitely something to experience.
I think the one game that I've been playing the franchise I've been trying to get into, I've gotten into The Last of Us.
Oh.
Yeah. So like PlayStation, they have PlayStation Now, where like you could just stream like all the old games without downloading and taking up memory, And I'm like, bro, it's like the best invention ever, like
yeah, I wonder where they got that from.
Yeah, for like $10 a month, I could play all these games from my child. Bet. Okay, cool. So I started playing The Last of Us. I'm like, all right, this is really cool, The controls are kind of weird, I guess, on the PS5, and I'm like, it shouldn't feel this loose. Like, there's no way in hell that this shit felt like this when I had a PlayStation 3.
Nope.
But overall, I've been gaming a lot more lately.
That's what's up.
What about you, Yin?
What same thing, doing? Pretty much. Like, burnout for me is pretty much the same thing. Like, if I wake up and I literally look at my Wacom, and I'm like, I just don't feel like doing it. I look at the pen. I'm just like, nah, not feeling like getting on it today. That's when I know I've been probably working a little bit too much, and I need a break. And that's not even just working on like chapters and stuff. Like, when I was doing commissions, I got burned out of my commissions because I was just like, there's like one of the commissions I did that nobody got to see the final version of because the person asked me not to show anybody. Because they're gonna use it for something.
Okay.
That had the craziest background I've ever had to draw in my life, and
my dog one.
You know exactly what I'm talking about. The guy with the I showed the sketch on Twitter. The guy with the pistol falling from the sky.
Yeah,
and the city below is like on fire. It's a futuristic city and it's on fire, and in color. Yeah.
Damn.
So
All right.
yeah, as soon as I finished that, I didn't want to do shit. I was like,
I bet.
I'm
Man,
good
man,
on
like Plus
drawing
Ultra.
for a little
Plus
bit.
Ultra
Yeah.
needed a break.
Well, I kept
It
asking
was-
the end of, hey, what's going on with the chapter, man? I'm still working on this. God damn it! Shit. We got content to push.
Oh,
Yeah, so as far as like art goes, I've been now I'm like getting towards the end of my commission queue, so it's it's been better, but I really have been just kind of gaming. Like Sifu came out and I was playing that because I love that game.
That's the one I've been missing. Yeah,
Yeah.
I need to get back. I need to play that. I haven't.
It's so good, and I stopped playing it for a little bit just because I wanted to like jump to play something else for a little bit, and I haven't gotten back into it. So now, but I've been just like I said, I've just been jumping from game to game, just kind of like, okay, if I don't want to burn myself out on this game, I'll go play some Overwatch for a little bit. I'll go play some Apex Legends. I'll go play. I've actually been playing Fortnite because my girlfriend has been trying to figure out games to play because she just started streaming, and Fortnite is it cross play on literally everything.
Yeah.
So it's like baby's first battle royale essentially until you figure out. Until you start getting against people that actually know how to build. So
then it ain't fun no more.
Then it's not fun anymore. But duos is fun to me. Like just playing with somebody else. Playing by myself is very stressful. So
playing everything but Ghost of Tsushima with me.
I don't have that yet. And I've been trying to save money.
Okay.
Been trying to save money. That's the only reason. As the only
Ghost of
reason I don't have it
Tsushima
yet.
is one of the best video games I've ever played.
Facts.
Just
It's
period.
It's been on my Amazon wish list for like months now.
Send me the wish
started
list.
The Last
God
of Us
damn.
because the Last
Send
of
me
Us
the wish
tweeted
list.
out Ghost of Tsushima for Game of the
Ray
Year,
said he
Yeah.
and I was like, I got to see what the hype is.
Send me
Yeah,
the
dude.
wish list.
It's the
He said
story
he
for
gonna
me.
buy it for me right now.
Yes.
It has one of the best stories I've ever experienced in a
God.
video game. Like,
Oh God, the story is beautiful.
I'd love to play it. I'd also love to play it on the PS5, but I don't own one. So
Exactly.
Ooh, yeah.
It must be sad.
I'm gonna go turn mine on right now and start warming up.
Oh man.
No, that's oh God, the story is so beautiful, man.
That's
God,
that's probably the only reason I didn't buy Forbidden West when it came out because
Mm.
I want to experience
That
it
came
on the
out too.
PS5 and I bought not Forbidden West. I bought
Horizon?
I bought Zero Dawn on PC when it got ported to PC and it's great on PC, like
It's
the
amazing.
high resolution and everything. It's amazing. So now that I've finished it, I just finished it like last week. And I wanted to play Forbidden West and I was kind of like I saw the performance on the PS4 versus the PS5 and I was
Don't do
like,
it.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
oh yeah,
Man, just wait, man.
I'm gonna just wait.
I'll
It'll
tell you
still
what,
hit
it's-
when I buy it.
It's gorgeous on
know, months from
PS5.
now,
God damn, that game is pretty.
Yeah.
I love that game. I also love that game. I'm doing a lot of good eating right now because I was playing Horizon. Then Elden Ring came out, and I'm like, I'm sitting real good between the two of those games.
Yeah.
Yeah. At some point, check out Guardians of the Galaxy. That's also
Oh,
one
yeah,
of the best
yeah,
games
yeah.
I've
And
ever
that's
played.
still playing that too. The story is actually really good. James is right.
Yeah, it's
so-
insanely good.
I just picked back up Monster Hunter since the new DLC
Why you do
came
that?
out. The new DLC came out.
Is it out already?
Yeah,
That's not good.
I know.
I got something else to do.
I know.
I literally
Pokemon
downloaded
Arceus.
Rise and
You
never
gotta-
played it.
Been playing Arceus a little bit, and like I like it. I'm like I love the new format of the gameplay. Yeah.
Yeah, shit get real. You run into a fucking Alpha Snorlax.
That's been hilarious. I just be running around minding my own business, and then it gets slapped by a fucking walrus that's level 80, and I'm like, okay, time for me to go.
Yeah, time to get up out of here,
Dude,
dog.
this is the Pokemon game I've been waiting for my whole life.
Yeah, and then
I've
the
been
wild
waiting.
The wild part, bro, is like when all your Pokemon die, it's like, nah, you ain't going to get no health.
You better go.
You better
Yep.
run.
Yeah,
I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
I love when that happens, and I'm like, well,
And
shit,
then
I guess
he
I
ain't
gotta
gonna
run
let
for
you-
real. I gotta go.
He ain't gonna let you get away. You gotta escape. Like how bad you want? How bad you want to get home?
Man, that game's the
Yeah,
story.
I
is-
love
So does that mean
Yes,
does that
but
mean
the
the
game's great.
Pokemon? So does that mean the Pokemon would rob you instead of the trainer that beats you?
Yeah.
Say, oh,
Pokemon.
you got berries, you got resources.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me snatch
Hey,
that
that
life
red
up off you
candy
real quick.
smelling real good, big homie.
Yeah, I'm waiting. To
Hyper
play it. I think I'm
potion.
gonna play it.
Ooh,
I
okay.
think I'm gonna play it in the summertime
I see
because
you got that milk tank milk, huh? Okay.
Oh no.
Come up off
You
that.
You done did all the work for me. All right. Nice
Yeah.
little package. Okay.
And then it's like you gotta like craft your own items too. So I thought that was challenging, but it's cool. If you're looking for like an adventure Pokemon game, I highly recommend.
Mhm.
I highly recommend. You know, if you look for like competitiveness, you know, you want to battle other trainers, stick with Sword or Shield, or wait till like Scarlet or Violet. I think it's Violet, right?
Yeah, Scarlet and Violet.
Yeah, wait till Scarlet and Violet comes. But like, if you're looking for like, you know, an adventure, yeah.
Mhm. This the way to go. Like,
Yeah.
I'll be honest, the story, don't even worry about all that. But just go play the game. The
Bro,
game
you
is
gonna
good.
catch like 30 worm pools and you never bored, dog.
Bro, I just be throwing Pokeballs. I'm like, everything going back with me.
You just meat.
So question, how do you guys feel about Scarlet and Violet coming out so soon? Like, we just got Sword and
what's so
Shield, we
soon?
just got Legends.
Yes.
We just got Arceus this year, bro.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
Well, in the
Beginning of
last
this
year.
year's.
In the last year,
So
yeah.
Sword and Shield came out what, like 2 years
It's
ago?
been 3. It's almost
It
3
was-
years now.
Oh,
About
really?
3 years ago, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay, damn.
I told you time is fake.
It's actually been a year, and the end of this year will be another
Oh,
new
wow.
game. However, it's been a while since we've gotten this consistency from Pokemon. So
I feel like
When the hell this game come out?
part of me feels like it's a cash grab. But we're gonna buy it because it's Pokemon.
Yeah.
And then they really snapped with the character designs for the starters, and I think like that's what gives people. You
besides
know,
another
Ew.
cat,
because
cat, yes.
We were talking about this last week. I hate the new starter designs, honestly.
You don't like them?
I hate them.
We got-
The only one I like
got
is a little
another
gator
duck.
boy.
We got another
I love the
duck,
gator.
and we got another cat, another duck, and another cat, and another cat
Technically,
starter.
it's another gator starter too, because don't forget my boy Totodile.
Totodile. So
Totodile,
technically,
mistake.
they're all rehashed.
Yeah.
I ain't mad because I get a little gator again.
I love the opportunity for a fire gator.
For real though, that's what I'm saying. If he turned into a Godzilla, it's over.
Yeah.
All time favorite Pokemon. He turned into a Godzilla.
like
I
a
said,
lot of
Pokemon mess around and give me a fire dragon starter, then I'll be
Like a real one?
invested. Yeah, not Charizard.
Yeah, an actual one.
Not
Yeah.
Charizard. Sorry, Charizard.
yeah, sorry, Charizard.
Yeah, bro. The Pokemon Sword and Shield came out, believe it or not, in 2019.
Yeah,
Years.
that's crazy. I actually competed in a Pokemon league for Sword and Shield.
Ooh-wee.
Yeah,
How was that?
It was cool. I did competitive battling for the first time. It was like with teams, so I did it with my cousin. And we actually came in second place.
That's what's up.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah, we came in second place. So that was a really fun experience.
Yeah, see your boy LSF. He love to talk with you about that.
Yeah. I owe Ella some match anyways. I had a Shade of Red versus Mahō battle. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Yeah, we've been supposed to get that together. So I got to get with my boy. Our schedules be clashing. So I got.
I mean, y'all is a completely different size of the world. So I mean, I get it.
Yeah. He told me he flying down here for DreamCon. I ain't gonna be.
That's right.
I ain't gonna be.
Yeah, he's fine. Yeah, he had a booth.
Yeah.
See, I'm gonna have to sneak into DreamCon.
See,
'cause
I hadn't told y'all yet because what happened was I was supposed to go to DreamCon, but I think I'm gonna be in Amsterdam instead. So my bad.
Oh,
You know,
I'm gonna be in Mexico. Don't feel bad.
can't be
I'm
mad
gonna
about that.
My bad. I was like, oh no, this
Yeah,
is
can't be
about the
mad about
same
that at all.
time. Oh
If that was an
my.
option, I had to choose between.
I mean,
Can you bring some of that back from Amsterdam? Can you?
I don't know, man. I'm a little too pretty for jail.
Know your worth, King. Know your worth, King.
Mhm.
Yeah, but I'm gonna make DreamCon. Bad. But we are going to we're going to AEX though. We're going to Anime Expo,
oh,
What is
nice.
Los Angeles.
LA. Yeah.
So studio Mahō,
First week of January.
July.
July.
Studio Mahō hitting the West
Well,
Coast.
y'all hitting all of the. Y'all ain't gonna have a July. Y'all just gonna be.
We are
traveling
not.
all week.
And my birthday's in July too, right after DreamCon. So
Damn. Yeah, y'all busy.
Yeah. bro.
every week except for the second week is.
We got AX, then we got DreamCon, and then
It's every other week. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
then we're trying
damn.
to do Anime Matsuri, which is
That's the end of the month. Last weekend.
We
That's
were trying to
in
do
Maine, right? Matsuri.
no, Maine
No,
is in
that's
Houston.
here in Houston.
Oh, okay. Right.
Yeah, and then we were looking at doing Otakon in DC, but you know that's up in the air. But we got San Japan and San Antonio too that we got in.
That's in
Word.
September.
Labor Day weekend, September.
You guys are going as booth in Anime
We're
Expo?
trying to get booths everywhere, dog.
Oh,
Yep.
nice.
Yeah, like,
Nice.
That's
if
the
we can't,
way.
I mean,
That's
we're
the
gonna go to
way.
LA regardless, just to push the agenda. But like, we already applied for a booth, so we're just waiting to hear back.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, but our goal now is like every con we hit, booth.
I might have to arrange a work trip and stop on by.
I see.
Where you gonna meet us at, brother? You gonna meet us in LA? Where you gonna?
Yeah, meet you in LA.
LA.
Just call for an emergency meeting. Like, hey, we're gonna have to meet in person.
Man,
Sorry,
dang, we gotta
team.
go to LA again. Oh
I'm
no.
gonna be dangerous that weekend, but I'm gonna be showing my toes now.
Oh, I thought we had to pay extra for that.
Yeah, toes out, baby. Yeah.
God, I missed y'all. But I hate to cut it short, but I gotta go be a family man
Do
again.
your
So
thing, bro.
you know, much love to y'all. I'm gonna be in chat.
Yeah, man.
So
Thanks for
I had
joining
to come
in.
through,
Happy to see
talk
you,
with my
man.
boys.
Yeah, man.
But
Of course, man.
y'all have a good time. Thanks for coming through as always. By the way, just go ahead and say that you're dropping Blade Titans Chapter 2. Just go ahead and say it. Just
Oh my
go
god.
ahead and say it.
We got God Punch 4 coming first.
Fine, I'll take that though. I'll take
Yeah,
that,
we
'cause
gotta
that's-
alternate the content. We gotta alternate
Yeah.
the content.
We're trying to get a volume out.
That's
All
our
right.
main thing. Is
That's-
to have
that's
a,
what
we're
we're
trying to
trying
have that out before we go to like the hit con season, because then we'll actually have a volume at the table. So
Yeah,
That's smart.
We're
That's very
actually
smart.
trying to get a volume
I
out.
like to see it because it's good. And hey, if you listen to the side of my voice right now, you ain't read God Punch. They're gonna drop. They got all the links in the description. Go fix it, okay? Because it's good and it deserves to be lauded and shown that people can do this work when they love it and they're passionate about it and they got a plan and they execute. So that's what my boys did, and I'm always proud of y'all. Always.
It's also in a
Appreciate
live
it.
chat link too. People can just tune in right there.
Good job, Sam. All right, boys. Well,
Hi,
I'll
bro.
talk with y'all later
All
on.
right,
Yin,
bro,
send me that
see you,
damn
man.
wish list. I'll talk with y'all later.
Oh, he's serious about this wish list.
I'm serious. You send me the wish list.
all right.
Yeah, go get that Ghost of Tsushima. Stop playing with
Yes,
you.
I'm gonna do it.
Oh man, good to have Ray back, even
Yeah,
for a
man.
bit.
Love that dude.
But yeah, I think we kind of sidetracked a lot of stuff. But and then we've also mentioned like the transitioning and licensing for anime and stuff like that. I mean, for animation, all going into Crunchyroll. What do you guys think about that?
Yeah, what do you guys think about that?
Honestly, I think it's pretty great. I mean, I don't like paying for more than one subscription service, because I
Yeah,
definitely
like,
was
we-
paying for
Crunchyroll.
Funimation for a little bit. Yeah. Huh?
I give you my Crunchyroll.
No, I have Crunchyroll. I have both.
Oh, you don't need my Crunchyroll now. My
I
Crunchyroll
have
is
both.
good enough.
I have
I'm
both.
not- Okay.
I'm just saying, like, because I had Funimation too. So now that Funimation is no longer going to be around,
All right. Yeah.
then now I don't have to pay $7.99 twice. I can just pay it once.
This is true.
And I get both libraries. So
Yeah, I was gonna say I like the fact you get both libraries.
and Crunchyroll has a much better app than Funimation.
Definitely for sure.
So
Not gonna
that's
complain.
probably the number one
Mm-hmm.
is the fact that the app, and we're actually going to have an app on the Switch. I heard we'll actually have a
There is
Crunchyroll
one.
app on the Switch.
I think there's already
Yeah.
is one.
It launched
Well,
like
is there-
last week.
It
Last
just came
week.
out. Okay, yeah. Because I was using, they had the Funimation app for a while on the Switch, which actually was
Interesting.
not terrible, but Crunchyroll is still better.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm glad. I just canceled my Funimation subscription.
You know what?
My Crunchyroll.
You know what? Let me go cancel my Funimation now that you have said that.
Right?
Yeah,
I'm
I
so
mean-
paying
did
for
that.
that.
I mean, I
days ago.
say wait until like the spring season start when all the fall animes are out, like
Mhm.
done with, because they're still gonna like put new episodes from there for
I
the
know.
winter
Ain't
season. and then-
ain't nothing coming out in the spring that's not coming on Crunchyroll that I want to see.
That's why I canceled it, because I was like, anything. I already watched everything that was like only on Funimation that I wanted to watch. Now that everything else is already going to be on Crunchyroll, there's no reason for me to keep Funimation. So
I need to finish watching Vivi
Hopefully,
first.
let's-
Vivi, yes sir.
Hopefully, you know, once this merger happens, Crunchyroll starts trying to do the originals again because I really enjoy
That's the same thing I said.
I enjoy all that original content. You know, finally get a chance to really, you know, breathe and build a solid fan base. You know, beyond the source material.
Because I think they're still kind of doing it, but it's been so like sporadic. Like they recently dropped one that's based off of a webtoon, I think.
They did a couple. They had a streak where they did a couple webtoons.
Something Angels, right? Something.
Yeah.
Angels or something like that.
But I heard it's trash. Like I heard the latest one that just dropped. I added it to my list. Saw the user score and all the comments were about like the voice acting was bad, the dialogue was bad.
They need to be fair and not disrespect the fact that they're webtoons. Like it's very clear from when they had the big webtoon launch and they did you know, Tower of God and God of High School.
Yeah,
it was clear that they didn't put the same back end financially into what you would put for something else. I definitely feel like they might have had a better shot going to Netflix the way that they got treated with some of those.
Honestly, and then like with a webtoon, like you gotta respect the fact that like this isn't manga. You can't condense, you know, 12 chapters, you know, in the 13 episodes.
Like, you mean 120 chapters,
right? Yeah. You can't do that with a webtoon. No, you can't do that with a webtoon. Like Tower of God.
Some of that's the writer's fault. They had their own personal decisions with it.
I feel like it's just a different culture over there, you know, like as far as like how they write their things. I'm sure that like when they first started their webtoon, like they never even considered the fact that they might even get an anime. It's just like, you know, we'll just write my story the way that it is.
I feel like that's what we got from God of High School. It was just like, oh, I get to be in the same realm of the people that inspired me. Do what you want with it.
Basically,
I'm so pissed off at the God of High School webtoon.
Yeah, it hurt. It hurt.
This shit. Yeah, I'm upset at that right now.
Yeah, but I tell people, if I turn my brain off, and then when I say turn my brain off, as far as knowing the source material, it's actually not bad.
That's what I'm doing with the Cowboy Bebop live action right now.
Yeah.
Because honestly, in my opinion,
I didn't think the Cowboy Bebop was bad.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
I mean,
it's overhated.
Yeah, I Vicious is definitely a problem. Like he's not written well.
Yeah, I'm not really feeling him.
And then the girlfriend character, she's not written well either. But everything else is good. The visual effects are immaculate.
Yeah.
Like John Cho's amazing as Spike. Like it's a really good show.
Way better than I thought he was gonna be as Spike. Like I was encouraged, but way better.
And Mustafa Shakir is doing a really good job as Jet too.
Yes.
Like he actually even just sounds like him.
No, I was about to say he like for the moments where they're on the scene, it feels like I'm just watching an anime episode.
Yeah. But they just made bad choices. I also think the kid subplot for his character, I think that was a waste of time. Like I know they were trying to give him more characterization, but it's like you don't need to give him a kid just to give him more characterization. It takes away from everything else that they're doing when you're not sure if you're going to get a second season.
Don't reinvent the wheel.
Exactly. Like it was a waste of time.
It felt funny in the one episode where he was trying to get the doll, but besides that, it.
But the fact that they like introduced that idea in the first episode and then it dragged through to like the third episode was kind of annoying. That was the subplot essentially for the entire first 3 episodes. But yeah, I think once they started going into his backstory, because I'm on the episode where it's about him as a cop, you know, and then they go back after the guy. Good. Yeah, this is a good episode.
Yeah.
So
I feel bad for John Cho.
Yeah, man.
I know, because
I don't think it's okay to feel bad, because I feel like they kill their performances at the end of the day.
He was really bummed, like got cancer.
He was really passionate about it. He got injured on sets. It's like he wanted to make this for so long. He got in great shape.
I feel like you could tell he was a fan.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
It sucks, man. But Netflix failed him. It was just a bad script.
Somebody made a good point that Netflix renews like way worse shows than Cowboy Bebop. So like
way worse. That's why I was shocked. I was like, it didn't do bad enough for you to just y'all bring back worse shows than that.
Right. Exactly.
They canceled it quick too.
Like as soon as it finished, like we heard a cancellation announcement. Like
Yeah, there had to have been some more going on, and we probably not gonna hear about it for like a good couple of years. But I imagine there was probably some more stuff going on there.
It's weird though, because you could tell they spent the money on that show. Because
Almost.
again,
Yeah,
the
the budget
visual
was there.
effects are immaculate. You know?
They're getting ready to butcher Avatar too.
Yeah, they
Let me
are.
start.
Yeah, I had no
You know
hope.
it.
I have no hopes for that anymore.
The casting still looks decent for
Once
the most part.
once the creator
Minus a
dropped
couple of
that-
people
Once the creator dropped that letter, yeah, I was like, man,
saying that they were dropping out of it.
I gave up as soon as they said what was going on. I was like, I have zero interest in anything that they're not
yeah.
working
Yeah,
on.
like I don't want to see them as teens, bro. Like that's just I don't want to see angsty teen Avatar. That's not what I want to see.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not even too sure about the live action One Piece that Netflix is doing either. Like, and they just have their new cast too.
I'm trying to be optimistic.
Right, because
Oda.
Oda's like
The only
directly
reason
involved.
Oda is directly involved in it. Like,
I still am not. The casting is like 50-50 for me.
I don't even know most of these casts. Like, I'm not.
I've never heard of a lot
I'm
of
fine with not knowing them,
Yeah,
but like I'm
unknowns are
trying to
fine.
I'm trying to visualize. And again, I have seen people I didn't think were going to be this character come to life as the character.
Mhm.
But like there's certain castings where I'm like, actually, maybe you wanted to cast this person as this other person because that just don't. And then it's like One Piece is this type of show that overinflates caricatures and body types.
Right.
So
right.
why are you trying to bring that to the real world? It's not meant to be realistic to begin with. So
Yeah.
It's the humor, it's the powers with the devil fruit. I just don't know how that translates to live action.
I'm ready to see it. It's either gonna be really good or it's gonna be shit.
How they say? I'm gonna stand beside it.
I'm gonna
I'ma stand beside
I really like the guy that they casted as Luffy though. I
didn't like his voice at 1st,
Mhm.
but I've seen him put like more content like in support of it out, and I was like, no, I can see it. You
And
seem
then
a
the
little
guy-
short for Luffy, but other than that,
Well, Luffy ain't that
can
tall
see-
either.
and that's what I had to remind myself.
Yeah.
I was like,
He's not that
comparatively,
tall.
Luffy ain't that tall.
Yeah,
So,
and then like I saw the guy who plays Sanji, like he's been in the gym, like learning how to kickbox.
bruh.
Like,
Yes,
like
I remember too.
he's posting like videos of him like learning how to kickbox, and I'm like, all right, they're really getting into it.
And I remember seeing some scenes of the Zoro. Like, he was actually in other movies. That's like
Yeah,
with
he was
samurais
in
and
the,
stuff like that,
And
too.
some swords.
Around
Yeah,
the
he's got
kids.
some
Yeah, like,
sword
the
movies.
The guy who plays Zoro, like all of the cast were together, and he tagged everybody except the guy who plays Sanji. So I'm like, all right,
I like that.
Oh.
all right, y'all get your character.
I like
Okay,
that.
all right, okay, I like it. Okay, so I'm optimistic. You know, I always got low expectations with live action anime, but I feel like Netflix is really putting a lot into this. Especially because
Netflix hasn't been horrible with the live actions though, so there's that.
I think they did a pretty
People giving a lot
respectable
of slack, but they haven't been horrible.
I think they did a pretty respectable job on Bleach.
Some of the ones that have been like, I feel like a little bit easier to adapt have been good. As far as like the more grounded anime. So that's why it's going to be interesting to see what they do with One Piece.
Yeah.
But I think the only one that everybody kind of heralds as bad just overall is Death Note.
Oh, yeah.
I still don't think it was terrible.
Now, I will say this.
What's
Willem Dafoe obviously is going to be good in whatever the hell he plays in. So
William
Yeah.
Dafoe, boy.
Maybe that's what it is. I
Dafoe
just
said last night he a op. He was born that way.
because I mean they ruined Kita. I mean,
But I
first
didn't
of
Yeah.
all,
expect it. I never expected it to be the same story, which is, I guess, what I felt like a
That's
lot of
not the
people went
problem.
into.
That's not the problem for me. The problem for me is that you make pretty much the girl the lead, and you make Light just like some dude that has a crush on her that just does whatever she wants, and then she's actually like the real like Kita, right? So it's like you took away all of the good stuff that made Light an interesting character. It's all been stripped away. So they could have done a completely different story, but keep the elements of each character the same. Light was terrible. Like, he wasn't the same at all.
Look, Keith Stanfield really tried to get into his role as L. Like
I thought he was good.
I
thought he was good as L.
I can appreciate like how much effort he put into L.
Nah, he was in character. You talk about being in character.
Yeah,
He was definitely in character.
and I think that's like what people can really appreciate, even if like the series itself is kind of just trash
You did the
or just
movie
all right.
bad, and I'm like, yeah, I could tell you really cared about this role.
Yeah,
That's probably what it is. I feel like it might have, like in hindsight, it might have just been the roles. I desperately wanted to see Lakeith in something else at that point too.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably just the roles and how they were played out. I might have to go back and watch it again.
Yeah,
but
like I'm cool with a different story, but it's like keep the characters the same for the most part, man.
Right.
Like,
mm-hmm.
you
They
know,
were
you
too
know,
focused
like,
on making like high school Final Destination. That's
you
more
know,
what
like
it is.
when,
It wasn't
you know,
definite.
like when you know, like
honestly,
that
that second story that was released last year, now that would have been a better thing to use as an adaptation. The one shot.
I still haven't read
Oh
that.
yeah, the one shot was great. The one shot was
I
great.
thought the one shot was a little underwhelming. Honestly, I might need to check it out again.
I really enjoyed it. And
I can understand underwhelming, but I also think so. This is the thing where we look at things that we look back that we already kind of like watched a while back. I'll even say the same thing for Cowboy Bebop. Everyone regards Cowboy Bebop really highly, and I still say it today. If Cowboy Bebop came out today, y'all would say it was mid, and not you all, but you know, a lot of people, the audience, would not regard it as highly. It is, however, a classic. Same thing I think is with like Death Note. It's like it's so ingrained in us, like it, like the timing. I mean, the age that we were when we watched it, but I think the one shot, if you appreciated what the original was, the one shot then goes and says, this world is actually not just one iteration, which you kind of already knew because you knew there were other Death Notes or other Shinigamis,
Right.
et cetera, et cetera. And then it just expands on that and then says, what if we give you a whole different way to go about doing this? I don't want to ruin it for anyone that's not read it yet. And then it's like, oh, this is a way that you could do it. And then you get this ending and it's like,
it stayed true to the source material. Like what it
right.
Yeah, it stayed true entirely from beginning to the end.
Yeah.
But the thing was like it was the end. The end wasn't like, it wasn't satisfying enough to.
I was so it's me. I was so satisfied by that because I didn't think that was an option. But then you have to think about like how the rules even come into play of what the Death Note can do.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just it was that explanation of like, this is actually why.
But you got the wild card. You had the wild card of, oh, we just implemented this new one in something you can't do, but you applied it literally right after what you were going to do anyway, and you face the consequences of this new rule when you have no idea that it got into this. That's the wild card. Like, yo, that's bullshit. That's like literally saying like, all right, I just.
Yeah,
I
but
need
you playing with a deity, Sam. You playing with powers beyond you.
Yeah,
you
I
know
feel
what
like
I'm saying?
with a one shot in general, it's very hard to satisfy everyone because you only got 50 plus pages to get a story out. Like that Bleach one shot that Kubo got, it left a lot to be desired.
I mean,
I enjoyed
it. Allegedly, it's not just a one shot, and allegedly we're gonna get more.
I heard that too.
Yeah. I would hope so, but it's like with a one shot, it's like it leaves so much to be desired. But I mean, you can only do so much with 50 pages. You know,
Kubo,
like we can't.
I think Kubo had like 70 pages for that one shot.
Yeah, he had a long. God, it was.
He had more. I mean,
you know, the vets get a little extra love. They
right?
Nudge, you know.
Yeah, he just walk in and I done been here before. Yeah.
You see how many
he had
Slayer got?
Yeah, Kubo had 73 pages,
right.
and then Fujimoto had so many one shots too, and like his recent one was like 150. But that was its own story though. It had no other connections from that.
That's a whole volume. 150. That's a whole volume.
Damn near like a standard volume.
It's about half a volume.
Yeah.
It was called Look Back. Yeah, 142 pages. That came out like last summer in July.
I'm gonna check that out.
It was good. It's good. But yeah, like I feel like if it's a mangaka that does sales, you allow like Shueisha will allow more one shots from them, especially even after the series ended. Because I could definitely see like, of course, this is not gonna be Boji's like last like manga where he's gonna be the artist for the entire. We're gonna see more of his projects, for sure. And
I just feel like you got a good rep. You know, like if you're known for having sales, then you could get a little bit more wiggle room. You know?
Most definitely. That's definitely how that industry presents itself over there.
What Togashi is a prime example. Togashi, he come and go when he, when he's healthy. Ain't nobody finna. Shonen Jump not finna tell Togashi, hey, we gonna end the serial. You gonna end what? Oh, all right. Oh, that's what I thought. Okay, I'll be back when my back's feeling better. Like, no, they're not gonna do that. But I feel like you gotta have some clout. You gotta be proven.
Yeah, it'd be interesting.
Again,
to see
we've had Promised Neverland got extra chapters.
Right.
Demon Slayer has extra chapters. And we just get a Demon Slayer chapter like last month. So it's like if you got the proof, and I feel like it's sad in some ways because there's a lot of people trying to get on, and that filtering process to get in Jump for a one shot. So if I'm trying to release my stuff or try to get in, and to find out, Kubo's dropping a one shot in the same season of what I was trying to release in.
Ain't nobody finna be talking about your
Just be happy you're in the same like volume book.
Yeah, I was in that class. I was in that same class.
I'm dropping on the same day as who?
Yeah. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about the name of my series. Just know that I released the series at the same time.
just say you help contribute on the sales because of your story.
They put your character on the cover of Shonen Jump, but you all the way in the corner. you small. Yeah.
They got you hiding in the tree in the background.
He right there. What are you complaining about?
And that's where they actually put their sticker on there for the numbers.
Yeah,
and
the
stuff.
left the sticker over your shit.
Yeah. Oh man.
They put the little barcode right there.
Right.
You pull the barcode off, you can scratch the character off. I'm getting axed.
Stick the Yu-Gi-Oh card right on top of you.
Yeah.
So
Luffy gonna be on the cover? All right, man. I'm gonna tell my family I gotta go back to my day job.
But at least I know it's cemented that I am recognized and made it, and then you only see your name in Wikipedia or something like that.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But definitely I could see Dr. Stone's mangaka at least have an epic log or having additional chapter too.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, they left the door open. If they want to do more, with their.
I'm still so surprised. Like, from the point of the second occurrence, I did not think that we were going to speed to a conclusion this quickly, but it was done so well. It doesn't feel rushed.
Yeah,
and then like you said, it's left open, so it's like
you can end it right there, or you can keep. Honestly, and I think that's the best place for a manga.
Thank you for not spoiling, by the way.
Thank you.
Oh yeah.
Because I love Dr. Stone. I'm just really behind. I need to catch up.
This is kind of why I'm okay with Vash not coming into the show because he does a horrible job in spoiling.
It's okay. I got you guys. I forgot
he do be spoiling.
He fascists or stuff like that. I wonder if there's gonna be another manga within Shueisha and Shonen Jump that can have the same flexibility as Murata for One Punch Man, because he could push out any chapters at any time at any moment. He already had a back-to-back chapter in within the week.
He drops hella chapters recently,
and it's great. Oh my god, every single chapter you always oh my god.
Don't be slacking.
Murata, he's another one. He's proven. He come and go when he want.
Listen, that art.
Oh,
that
God.
art.
Next level. Next level.
Man. Different. Ishida, he's another person that comes and goes when he wants because he's doing Chojin X.
Right. Because Tokyo Ghoul got him up there now.
Yeah.
Anytime he wants.
I'm about to read that from chapter 0 in a second.
Oh God,
where are they at in Chojin X? How many
we're on about 16 or 17. I'm president of the fan club.
I gotta catch up.
I didn't even think it was gonna get that deep. Not like they have the potential for it, but the way they kind of threw it in the cycle, it was like, oh, is this a one shot? And it's like, oh, we got a second chapter.
Yeah,
chapter. Exactly. I thought it was just gonna be a one shot, and then it turned out it's a full on series now.
And I had the pleasure of starting immediately, as soon as I finished Tokyo Ghoul RE, Chojin X dropped, and I'm like, oh, I get more from this man. Oh yes, and
his art is fantastic.
He came out the gates. Yeah, his storytelling is he's an all around mangaka. I'm looking
forward to reading it because I had a friend. I lost a bet, and that was part of the condition. But in exchange, I made them read One Punch Man. So
they're in for a ride.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a cool ride. Hopefully the anime comes back soon.
I need it, man.
I don't want the anime to come back. I'm not gonna hold you all. If they're gonna give me 12 episodes again and try to compress everything, I don't need it.
Well, I only want it back if Madhouse does it again.
Right.
If Madhouse ain't touching,
I need it to be Madhouse in 24 episodes. Like if that's the minimum criteria.
I need the same team that was working on season 1. Like not even just Madhouse. I need the same directors. I need the same like key
animators. Yep.
Like
the ADR voices. Everybody. Yep.
Yeah.
Facts.
No, there was poor decisions made with that season 2. I don't know who negotiated that.
I think Madhouse had gotten into some trouble though.
They did. That's why I think
they were overworking the animators, and that's why they had.
They were caught for overworking the anime.
Right, they got caught.
Because everyone else is also doing it, but
ain't getting caught. Yeah, we know Ufotable ain't paid them taxes either. You know?
Right. Listen,
I mean, like
unlimited budget works keep the lights on. They got unlimited budget for a reason.
Exactly.
I mean, they didn't get their unlimited budget. The real money from the unlimited budget until Demon Slayer came in.
Man, I ain't
gonna hold you want us to pay these taxes, or you want
Fate Stay kept them right here for a while, and then Demon Slayer said,
right.
The Fate franchise really held them down for a minute. Yeah. God, I love Fate.
Likewise.
I haven't seen Heaven's Feel 3 yet. I need to get on.
The movie series, the trilogy.
Yeah. Heaven's Feel 3. Yeah. Yeah, that's some animation. Yeah.
Speaking of animation,
I know some people weren't going home to see their families when they was doing Fate. I know.
Hey, that reminds me of that tweet of the dude, the Attack on Titan director hadn't gone home in 3 days. But that honestly, that sounds like for us, that sounds wild as hell. But in Japan, that's a normal occurrence.
It is very normal.
Folks be working, just like sleeping at their desk and stuff, and waking up the next day and just eating something from the vending machine down the hall and getting back to work. Like, the work culture there is nuts.
People make it seem like people don't want to do it too. Like there's a misunderstanding of like, yes,
that is
like,
true.
Some of these video game companies, they be holding people hostage, but some of these mangakas and these editors and animators are genuinely like, no, I really want to see this. I want to see this. You know,
it's inhumane, but like to them, it's like, nah, like I'm really excited about this.
They're just putting in the amount of work that they want to put into their craft, and it's admirable, but they definitely should be getting paid for it.
Yeah, definitely. And like, they're not enough with housing and then food and all stuff like that. So it's like. Literally pocket change.
I have an air mattress so you go to sleep.
Right? Yeah.
Studio Mahō, I got some hot pockets up in the freezer. You come eat on. You want to take you know what I'm saying? Little pizza rolls, whatever. I ain't gonna do you like that. You want to spend the night at the studio? You know. You got the twin bed. Yeah.
I mean, like,
that reminds me of the exclusive. I could go ahead and.
I was about to say that's a good segue.
Yeah, nice segue into it.
Okay.
All right, so
are we getting like God Punch Pizza Roll? Wait, what?
Yeah, the Studio Mahō is sponsored by Totino's Pizza Rolls.
Yeah, we getting that endorsement money, you know.
So, we got that God Punch.
Yeah, you got Percy on the Hawaiian Punch jug. You know what I'm saying? Nah, in all seriousness, me and Yende, we had a long talk like last week, and we're trying to work on being more consistent, you know what I'm saying? We're dropping, you know, manga and the content for God Punch and Blade Titans. And so we're actually looking to, I guess, hand the realm over to someone to lead the animation side of Studio Mahō. To be blunt, I'm looking for a president. I'm looking for a president of Studio Mahō. I'm looking for somebody that's serious about this project, that if you don't know much about animation, you're willing to learn. I found some free classes where you can run a business at. I'm looking for somebody to lead that part so we could work on getting this content out so we can tag team together. I only want the most ambitious of the ambitious, and you got to love this shit like we do. So I'm putting it out there as a PSA. If you listen, if you're watching, hit me up, DM me, hit Yende up, DM him, whatever. But I'm looking for somebody to help us lead this franchise.
I'm about to slide this information in a couple of people's DMs tonight.
And also, the reason we're even looking at doing that is because we do have a animation project that we are putting together.
Yep.
That we are going to try and get funded through Kickstarter within like when do we say we are going to try and start it? Within
We
the
said
next,
we
like,
were looking at around. We said we were looking at getting
like
started
May?
around May. Yeah. We said we
Yeah.
were getting started
Yeah.
around-
Y'all coming into the summer hot.
Oh, we are
man.
trying to
Yeah.
have a
Yeah.
huge
And so-
wave of momentum to
Yeah.
ride
And
into con season. So
And
Nice, yeah.
it's just kind of challenging managing both sides, you know, and
Yeah.
so that's the reason why, because we don't want to neglect the animation side, you know, for the manga side and vice versa.
No,
So I'm looking for someone to kind of lead that side and just kind of, you know, take control of it. Like, I don't want to have to reach out and ask, hey, what's going on with this? How's this shit going? You know, I want you to hit me. I'm say, Pat, this is what's happening in the end day. This is what we doing. We got a meeting this. I need you there because I need your eyes and ears. Like, I need a go-getter.
Listen, I ain't gonna hold you. No cap. I just sat down with one of my friends today. Literally, that conversation today, about an hour, was, what does it take for us to start an animation studio? What does it take to do animation production? And all we did was one aspect of it. An hour and a half of conversation. And I was like, this ain't even the business side. This is just the pipeline. All I wanted to do was think about what the pipeline was. How can I improve the current pipeline, which, like, you know, Americans, Western comic style versus animation style, like what Japanese animation style, like which things work. So like I said, I understand that with y'all already doing everything you have to do, and you're still your own brand on top of that. So it's basically this trifecta of what you're trying to kind of get out there. Yep. So like I said, I respect it. I'm about to say, if I had more animation, I'd slide my name in the pot. I could direct it for you. I'd run the whole company for you, but the animation part, I ain't got that skill set. I know what my skills are, bro.
I mean, look, tap in with us, bro. You know what I'm saying? We could talk.
Because our animation like team right now is still quite small, so we will definitely be looking to hire all kinds of positions, you know, leading up to that.
Hey.
So.
And
no problem. Like I said, I'm already in that headspace. So I'll bring my compadre in, and I'll send a message.
I was gonna say, yeah, let's set something up. Most important thing is like I said, I'm looking. You're a Mahō executive if you come. You know,
right?
Like you know you one of the big boys. You know what I'm saying? So like, I'm offering this position, you know, to whoever is trying to get on with full trust. You know that. You kind of take our baby and lead that part in the right direction. You know, like you're really going to be leading, you know, Studio Mahō in a sense. And that's something that's really important to me. So I'm very selective about who we put in this role. If you think you could do it, come holler at us.
Hey, big facts.
I mean, it'd be also good if they have like knowledge within animation that you guys don't know, but like they were able to like share within that information, or at least like crafting, literally. Like within the team, within the founders of the team, is not just like just to sit there and look pretty kind of thing. No, we want you to work.
Like we don't have no dead weight over here, you know. So like, I look, everybody on Studio Mahō, they're a worker, you know. And so if you come, I need you to be willing to learn. I need you to be willing to do your own research. I need you to take initiative. That is the most important thing to me. Take initiative and actually try and do some research. Figure out the business side of it, figure out the ins and outs of it. We could do it together. You'll never be alone. You know, you can call me, text me at any time in the morning, day, noon, night. I don't care. You know, but I need somebody that's willing to go and get this without me holding that hand. That is the most important thing to me.
No,
I mean that's important. Someone you can trust to actually like handle that part of the business so that you can focus on other things.
Because right now, bro, we're in this spirit, you know, like sending different members of the team to different cons all over the country, you know. Like we were looking at trying to get a booth for Anime Midwest in Chicago. Now we missed the deadline because we applied so late because I think they had like some rollovers or whatever. I was about to send, you know, quarter of the team to Anime Midwest, you know, with a booth and some money and some books, you know, while we go to AX in Los Angeles, you know. Like that's the kind of trust that I have in you. You know, so if you're gonna be my president, I need to know that I could send you to a convention in like Florida or some shit with, you know, on the team and y'all gonna hold it down.
Yeah, total representation of the brand. Yeah.
Represent this the Mahō Grand Fleet. You know, so I'm looking for some captains.
Yeah, man. Like I can't wait to see God Punch animated. Like this is something else that I feel like I've been waiting for my whole life. Like it sounds like a lot, but like whenever I read stories like Miles Morales, like it's always great to see someone that actually looks like me on screen or like on the page. So it's like that's why God Punch means a lot to me. And you guys watching right now, if you're not reading it, like definitely check it out. Like when are you guys gonna drop chapter 4?
We're supposed to start chapter 4 Monday, right?
On Monday, we're getting back into it. Yes.
Yeah,
because I had already started sketching of like the first 3 pages or so, and obviously I've seen the thumbnail for this video. I've already finished the chapter cover, so
and then we storyboarded. We storyboarded the whole chapter.
Yeah, the whole chapter's been storyboarded.
We got the official chapter page count. We storyboarded chapter 5.
Yep.
I had originally wrote up to like 50 something chapters, but I scrapped it all. I was like,
oh, really?
Yeah.
Are you gonna keep anything or nothing?
Nah.
Oh man, I.
Oh man.
I took a lot of time away from God Punch, primarily to focus on the business side of Mahō. But like while I took time away from it, I was really taking that time to watch new content and just learn and observe things, and just kind of let my writing style mature and grow, and then just kind of learn about like what it means to actually write manga. I'm serious about actually, trying to write within that style, so it's just actually learning, because there's a technique to doing it, you don't just go out there and write, and just draw on black and white, So I'm learning to become a student of the game. And as I did that, I was like, this story has so much more potential. I could do so much more shit better than what I've done. Fuck it, let's throw it away. Let's throw it away. We're gonna start over.
That's a question I have for y'all. I've been holding on it from the beginning.
If anything, what if that story could be like a whole first draft of them too, like just it's just there, and then like
and if you want to use something, you can.
Yeah. I mean, like, I've kept the script, and I'm like, all right, I'll keep this, I'll throw this out, but for the most part, trash.
So let me ask this on that same vein of how do you continue, because obviously from everything you just said, it's a part of your culture. How do you two keep yourself pushing your skills to the next level? Yen has been saying this the whole time. I'm not at my peak yet. You just emphasize the point of like, I can do way better than, like, this is good, but I already see the potential and I already know I got access to that potential. So what type of things do you guys do to kind of keep elevating yourself? How do you feel about, chapter 1 versus chapter 3? Like how much growth do you guys see in yourselves just kind of to this point anyways?
So to answer that question, that came with a lot of self-evaluation. There's only so much that I could tell you, but at DreamCon, we met a very important individual. I mean, not at DreamCon, Anime NYC. We met a very important individual.
Yep. And read my mind. I was on the same vein. I was about to.
we met a very important individual that works for a very prestigious company that we've been sworn to secrecy, not to say anything about.
Yeah, the conversation we had with them never happened. So.
The conversation never happened.
All I remember is that I gave you cookies. That's it.
Yeah. But this individual, he looked over and he critiqued our work, and we got grilled.
Yeah, no, it was like not being nice about anything, just like straight up.
Yeah.
This is where y'all are at. This is what you need to do to improve.
You're not ready. That was the words that we got. You're not ready. But you got the attention of some very important people. They're watching. And so we were being compared to other big names. It was like, you think that these guys here are your competition? No. You want to be up here, And so it took some self-evaluation, and we sat down and was like, all right, we can change some stuff. But the beauty of that conversation was we went through the series, and it was like, this is what you need to do. Look at this compared to this series right here. You see how they do that? That's what you need to do. And then it hits you. Like, damn, there really is a science to this.
Right.
Like there's an art to being a manga, but there's a science to this, There's a technique. It ain't just getting out there and writing, and just drawing. Like,
are there any of those elements that you can share? Like one, if you can't, it's fine.
Skill set wise, I guess.
It was mostly art based actually, because
we learned about turns. Tell them about turns.
Okay, so basically like turns, if you're familiar with that term, is basically the ending panel of each page in a manga. There is a beginning of the page, and then there's like kind of it's leading up to a climax. And the first page on the next page is, I guess, the climax of what was happening on the previous page, right? So the turn is that last panel on the page. It leads into the climax. It leads into the next panel on the next page, kind of like you're always revealing something on the next page, essentially, for the most part. I mean, in some cases, like, you know, if it's a long conversation or something that's happening, even then, I mean, I guess you could still reveal things through dialogue at that point. But from a artistic standpoint, it's more so like, I guess, for example, like if in Blade Titans, if a chase scene is happening or something like that, and, you know, I guess something happens on the last panel in that page, and it's kind of like, oh my god, what's going to happen next? And you turn the page and you see what happens next, right?
One big slice.
Yes. So you utilize the flow of the panels better, and that was one thing that got critiqued, was that sometimes we have maybe a little bit too much happening on one page, or the turn or the climax is happening before the last panel on that page. Like, that was one thing that we were told to just be mindful of going forward, is to make sure that you don't have like too much happening right in the scene. Let the scene breathe, and let like the flow of the panels kind of, I guess, make more sense. Like give it a little bit more room. So
but then you go look at some of these stories and you like, damn, you right.
Yeah, no, as soon as we went to go look at like an example versus how we were doing it, it was like just clicked immediately. Yeah. Like, okay, I see what we're doing wrong.
So crazy how you could not, like, as much as I'm sure you guys have read enough to, like, you knew it inside of you, because obviously it clicked immediately.
Right. Yeah.
But you just didn't know how to even.
It's like the moment.
Conceptualize.
It's like the moment they pointed
like
out. It's like,
something is happening here, but I don't know.
Right.
You know, and then it hits you like, so this is what makes them different.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Like
you was training your body, but now you learned the secret technique. So now it's like, all right, I got it.
Basically, because it's interesting, because, like, you know, you after we did like chapter 1 of God Punch and all that kind of stuff, like, you're accomplished, you know, you're like, you know, you're not there yet, but you don't know exactly what it is that needs to be, I guess, improved upon, other than just
take it to the next level.
Yeah, other than just basic stuff. Like, for me, obviously, I'm just like, okay, the artwork's not entirely there yet, right? But from a technical standpoint, like, the person we talked to was giving me all kinds of just like technical advice, essentially, as to like, okay, pointing this here, you know, if you use you know, thinner lines in the background, so your lines don't all kind of blend together, and the image is flat, you know, it'll give your pages more depth, you know, stuff like that. Obviously the turns, you know, just it was really invaluable information. Like, this is stuff you would like pay a class. Yeah, you'd pay to like take a class to learn this stuff, and it was just great.
Yeah,
so
it was free game,
basically.
Free game.
Yeah,
and it was an honor, because it's like, I mean, we catching the attention of some people, you know. It's kind of like, you know, they're watching, you know, we just not there yet. You know, they know we coming, and, you know, they trying to egg us along the way, but like, you just keep on, you know, you got the attention of the right people, and so that was really humbling for us. So to answer your question, you know, like, it was from that moment where like things were pointed out to us that, you know, we kind of knew something was missing, but we didn't know what. So like from there, it was like, all right, we got the keys now. Like, let's take this criticism, let's build off of that.
Right. Yeah, you can just everything that they told us, you can just apply to what we do moving forward. And we can already like edit. Yeah, when we edited chapter 4, that was like, oh, okay, yeah, we can see.
We like spreads in chapter 4.
Yeah, we were like, okay, dang, we weren't, you know, like utilizing all this stuff to our full potential. Like the stuff we thought was good, we were like, nah, man, we can go way harder. Like,
we just had to,
the whole palette.
We just
change.
had the training arc.
Unlock that NEN is what just happened there.
It's the time skip right here. It's the time skip.
Like, there's that, you know, that feeling of authenticity when you read something that's not you know, from Japan or something, be like, okay, but that's like, this is like manga, like this looks like somebody like, I don't know, like I don't want to say Murata because Murata's like ridiculous, but like, you know, a well-known mangaka looks like something that they did, right? And there's that feel when you look at something over here that's trying to imitate that and it's doing it well versus something that's not quite there yet. And I feel like for me, we were in the not quite there yet, you know, as far as like there and to a point, like I was trying to mix graphic novel style and manga style as far as like kind of crafting the story, because I don't want it to be like, oh, I'm just trying to copy and paste what I see, you know.
Yeah.
But from a technical standpoint, that's what was missing. The stuff that I wanted to, you know, imitate, I wasn't doing it to the level that I needed to be doing it at. So
we pretty much got told literally verbatim, you don't want to cosplay as a mangaka.
You want to be the mangaka.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Verbatim, don't cosplay as a mangaka.
Like just actually be one. You know,
actually
like
be a mangaka, you know.
Yeah.
And so like from there, like, man, that shit right there, it made us step our game up. Like, oh God, like 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, like me and him on the phone just working. You know,
that's value you can't buy, dude.
Yeah,
like, that's great.
Yeah.
And I know there was some names there. Definitely had the chance to sit and listen to a couple people, so I can even imagine and guess who you might have actually spoken to. So I'm just like,
it was the whole interaction and how I stumbled across this guy. It was funny, man. it was funny.
So have you guys like thought about going to more classes, so to speak, so to have this kind of try to see if you have the same insight from a professional?
We haven't thought about classes, honestly.
Yeah, and honestly, like I said, the person we talked to it didn't seem like he thought we even needed that. It was just kind of like, it was a lot of little things that he was just kind of like, okay, this here, look at this compared, look at your stuff, and then look at, for example, you know, I think we pulled up Chojin X as an example, to like just show us, hey, you know, okay, look at the way that the artist does the spreads. Look at the way that they do their paneling.
Yeah.
Here's an example of a turn, you know.
It was a lot of simple stuff, you know, like prime example, when we first dropped the God Punch cover for chapter 1, you know, on chapter 1, you know, we put Guardian arc. And he was like, why is that what mangaka do you know puts the arc on the volume, you know, or on the chapter? And I was like, yeah. He's like, you trying too hard.
I was about to say that's you want to be unique. I get it. Like,
he was like, you
want that.
Trying too hard, you know. Like it's the simple stuff, you know. You don't have to do all that. Don't cosplay as a mangaka, you know. And I'm like, all right, I get it.
Japan definitely has it down to a formula, so I get that, because I feel that way about when I watch anime. I tell people all the time. I was like, you do get burnt out if you watch enough anime because you start to see the pattern. If you love the art, if you love it that much, you'll start to get more critical about it. It's like, and that's what I tell people. I was like, some people are like, oh, I can look back now and tell you that there's elements of Naruto that are mid, and I'm not saying that out of any disrespect. Naruto's a great, but there's definitely aspects of it. Like, I'm even looking at stuff that's come out after that where the game has already evolved since when Naruto first came out, and it's very clear that Naruto was missing elements that are present in some things that have come out more recently than, you know, first part of Naruto specifically, you know. So
just because you're a fan doesn't mean you're just gonna overlook elements that
don't work,
you know what I mean? Like,
well, you can tell that like some of the new gens that have come out that are like influenced by, very, very clearly influenced by, you know, some of the big three or you know, the older generation, that they are doing some of the things that they enjoyed in those series a little bit better.
Yeah. Like they're learning from their predecessors' mistakes. I feel like an issue with a lot of anime from the previous gen, even the gen before that, is pacing. You know?
Most definitely.
Dude, I was just gonna ask you guys a question about pacing.
Yeah, what's up?
So like the older anime, like the old big three versus like anime now, like, what's your preference on like the pacing style? Like, do you prefer how it was with like Naruto, One Piece, Bleach, Dragon Ball, or like do you prefer how it is now with like My Hero, Attack on Titan?
I'll probably say I prefer it kind of like how it is now, but I appreciate the old gen's ability to kind of make us appreciate the build up.
Right.
Like there's a such thing. Like when you look at a pacing issue, like yeah, you could be slow, but you could also be too fast.
Mhm.
You know, you could definitely be too fast with a lot of your build up. And we were just talking about Demon Slayer earlier. How like you could tell she wanted to end it. She was trying to finish it. And I feel like there has to be a nice balance of making sure that you don't just drag it, but making sure that you don't speed into this so that we can kind of get everything we want out of this.
Right.
I think Jujutsu Kaisen is probably like the perfect blend of, all right, I'm gonna give you all this action that you want, but I'm gonna build up to it, and make you wait for some stuff too,
Yeah.
So
Then, like at least with Gege, he gives you a little bit more content within the certain chapters and these certain characters within between too.
Yes.
And yeah, it's like he patched up everything where you don't really see anything missing, or if there's like a loophole.
He does a great job with making sure there aren't any plot holes and he doesn't write himself into a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I can appreciate that, but I'd say I probably prefer like the newer generation. But I think Naruto was paced pretty well aside from.
Oh no, yeah,
because
Naruto
I think
was placed well.
It was like what 10? We were in the land of waves, getting busy.
I told someone that the other day because again, like people, I'll criticize it, but I'm gonna give flowers what flowers to do. I was like, y'all realize how quickly we got to the tuning exam?
Yeah.
It seems like it's far apart, but like comparatively, like even like comparing things to like even My Hero Academia, it got there really like you got through mist, you got like the mist super quick. Like there was some fluff in there, but you got to the mist and it was nonstop. And you think that you're about to get a break, and then it's like, nah, tuning exam.
Yeah,
nonstop.
Right.
Yeah,
like
you ain't even done with the tuning exam. Here's Gara.
Yeah. Oh shit. Okay, we got we got this fight. Oh wait. The tuning exam. It got invaded. Oh shit. What the fuck? Wait. Now we got Naruto and Gara. What the fuck? And then when we slow down, fuck, we got Naruto and Sasuke. Damn. Then we got the sound. Yeah.
As much as I love Dragon Ball, like looking back at it now, like I think Dragon Ball had like a lot of pacing issues. Like some things just went on way too long.
Yeah.
Dragon Ball, first part, perfect.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about anything else after that the first full completed part of Dragon Ball, not even getting to Z of Dragon Ball, is beautiful. And then you kind of get back to the tournament aspect, you age up Goku and all these other different things. And then you get into Z. I think the beginning of Z is terribly paced.
Yeah.
Yeah, the beginning of Z is not that great, but it picks up though.
I think Toei is known for dragging things. We see that.
That's true.
Like Toei is known for just.
That's honestly true because
that's very true.
That's Toei.
Because they've been in this game for a very long time. They could do whatever they want.
They're OGs.
I think it was necessary to bring it to the Western at that time, though.
Yeah,
and I think that's what that was with the formula was trying to market it on a global scale during that time. It was necessary to be like, well, tune in next time. Now it's like, oh, I'm gonna make you tune in next time.
Right.
I gotta say tune in next time. You gonna tune in next time.
Yeah.
Watching Tokyo Revengers, like I gotta wait for another week for another episode.
Man, I just read the latest chapter of Tokyo.
Don't do that. That's not. I still think should have ended in the about Tokyo. It's beautiful story. It's crazy to see how much unique and still dynamic stories that we're getting in this current generation. And it's also, like we were talking about last week, it's scary to look at like so many things coming to a conclusion like over the past 2 to 3 years.
Yeah, a lot of stuff has been ending. Like,
have you guys ever heard of Jujiko no Rokunin?
No.
I'm not.
That is a wild story. Pretty much this guy, he's pretty much bullied by like these teenagers, and like the leader of the bullies kind of made him like a social experiment. Like, I want to see how far I could push him until he kills himself.
Oh
Yeah, and it's dark. Like, it gets to the point to where like they literally killed his parents. Like just
Just the test?
Just
to see it?
Yeah, and like they are driving him over the edge, and so they end up putting his little brother in a coma as well. And so his mom didn't want him to hang around his grandpa, but his grandpa was his only living relative after his parents killed. Well, come to find out, his grandfather is a master of torture, and his grandfather teaches him everything that he needs to know. So when he gets older, he goes after everyone who picked on him, and like he picks all of them off slowly but surely. Like it is dark.
You have to tweet that.
Like Jujutsu's incredible. It's about to end, but like if you like gore, like
it's like revenge story kind of story.
It is, it is because like when you read it, it's like, oh my god, why would they do him like that? Geez, oh god, they killed his parents. God, they put his brother in a coma. Oh my god, and then like he goes to stay with granddad, and granddad's like, so you want to get revenge? All right. I'll teach you.
Like it's not like that's either son and daughter, man. It's like they killed his. They killed his like son or daughter, like, and now the
killed his son and daughter. Put his grandson in a coma. He said, "I'm gonna let you take it. I'm gonna let you go get your revenge." And then after he claps one, he'd be like, "So how did it go? You dispose of the body? Oh, okay. You dissolve the body in acid, so there's no traces. Okay, all right. So what's the next plan?" So like it's on stuff like that. Yeah.
That's crazy. That's wild. That sounded exciting though.
Yeah, it's wonderful. It's wonderful.
What? I don't know. I'm thinking like was the grandpa the mastermind this entire time, that sort of thing now? Because when you said like he's the master torturer, like so does that mean like he's the kingpin of it all or something like that?
No. He's a master torturer. Oh, you talking about like the grandfather or the
grandfather?
No. I want to say, if I remember correctly, he was like special forces.
Okay.
And so he learned like multiple arts of torture. So he taught his grandson everything that he knew, and he got it to the point where it's like, all right, this is how you kill somebody and make sure that no one ever finds out. I'm gonna also teach you how to fight too. So I'm gonna teach you all these different holds. I'm gonna teach you all these different martial arts styles, so you can actually get busy with them. Because you can be an assassin, but it's like one guy, he's like the best jujitsu user in the country. So he's like, all right, like it's gonna take more than you just trying to kill him. Like you're gonna actually have to like get in there and subdue him. And so like it's great for the action too. But he gonna get it back in blood, and I can appreciate that.
I got another question for y'all.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So when it comes to your action scenes and sequences, where do you, if something that you can answer, where does that inspiration come from? How much studying goes into looking at specific arts, martial arts, sword styles? Like how much of that is also a part of the intricacy of you guys developing the work that you do?
You want to go first?
Sure. Honestly, from an artistic standpoint, I feel like my action scenes are probably one of the weaker elements of my art in general. And honestly, I did get critiqued on that as far as
I remember.
As far as that conversation we had. And I've known that. So that's one thing that I've been trying to work on. I love watching, martial arts, just like any kind of like, but not even just martial arts, but just hand-to-hand combat. If it's sword fighting, if it's whatever, like any kind of fight choreography, I like to look at that because that's like, you just pause it at a certain moment. You'd be like, okay, look at the way that this person's like moving and not even just that, but like cinematography wise, like how fights are shot and different camera angles and stuff like that. So that everything doesn't look so like flat and you can tell you're only watching the fight from like one perspective type thing, make it interesting, so I do watch a lot of stuff. But I do also, I like, as far as art in general, Murata is fantastic at action scenes. So I'll just throw up a One Punch Man chapter and be like, all right, let me see how you got busy in this chapter. and just take some notes from a technical standpoint. So but anything I read, I kind of just pay attention to, manga wise, just techniques and stuff. So
I think for me, whenever I'm writing the fighting scene out, for one, whenever I'm getting ready to write out a fight, I try and envision like each character, and I try and give them like their own personality and kind of base like a fighting style based on that. Like if you're a larger guy, you might be a wrestler, you might be more of a brute. You're a smaller guy, you might be a little bit more technical. So I try and base the fight scenes around that and just try and give it like some unique choreography. But I try and tailor like the fights, based on the personality of each person that's fighting. You might be a dirty character, you might be kind of grimy. So I might, write you, throwing dirt in someone's face and then stabbing them in the kidney, So I like to kind of know who the character is and what I'm going for, and then write the fight based on, their personality and their own style.
Shoot, and I talked about this in a different conversation. If anybody's ever seen World Trigger,
it's one of my favorite series, bro.
Fight choreography and structure in that series is insane. Top tier. Like, just obviously the fact that you have so many characters to work with in the first place, is it's not just one-on-ones, Yeah. I mean, some of the fights are one-on-ones, just like when they're sparring against each other. But as far as like, you've got like a team of 3 fighters and they all have their own fighting style and they have to coordinate together, to defeat this other team. Or if they're fighting 2 teams, like how are they all like figuring out, have you seen the latest season? The season 3?
I read it, bro.
You read it. Okay, so the this is no spoilers, but when whatchamacallit, Mikumo's team is
Tamakoma?
I think it's Tamakoma, right? Tamakoma 2. Yeah. When they're fighting the other 2 teams, and it's like 7 people fighting at once in one space, and they've got snipers positioned in 2 different parts of the map, and like all the teams are trying to figure out like, okay, what's the best like way for us to fight? Like, we've got 2 fighters over here, we've got 1 fighter over here. What would happen if this team sent this person and did this? Like, it's written so well. Like I've been taking hella notes watching that series, because I'm just like, that's the level of like structure that I would like to have my like the fights to be at. So
speaking of one-on-ones, I appreciate that about new gens too, because old school anime like, nah, like I'm gonna stand back while my homie get his round. New gen anime, nah, nigga, if my dog swing, I'm gonna swing too.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it ain't no one-on-one. Like, you looked at this most recent episode season of Demon Slayer. One-on-one. All right, it's okay. Like, you look at how they did Mahito, how Nanami and Yuji did. Yeah, you get your
fight back.
Like, nah, I appreciate that about new gen anime. Like, nah, there ain't no one-on-ones. Power up. Yeah, all right. Okay.
Yeah. No, it's definitely
Give him the Captain Winter Soldier work.
Great answers and great references, first of all. But yeah, I get it. Yeah, World Trigger, just even to kind of like swing back to them, like again, this generation taking things and doing their own unique perspective. Because like you said, I do genuinely sit back and think, what does it take to put this together sometimes?
It's insane.
And I'm just like,
how do you write this?
This man is right. This is about 20 chapters. And I'm just like, you visualize this whole fight, strategize the whole fight from multiple perspectives. Because it's not just like, oh, I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna win. They genuinely, if you're reading and watching World Trigger, you genuinely don't know who's gonna win a fight. No, it's genuinely like, no, all of these strategies are valid. Everyone has their own ability, and even learning new abilities along the way. Yeah. And it's just like, it's crazy. And then at the same time, constantly developing an open world that's expansive beyond just one realm.
Right. Yeah.
It's literally one of my favorite reads. I wish it could have been weekly, but I'm glad that it's a monthly thing, because I know that I get the effort that I get out of World Trigger, and I have to wait a month. Which, did we just get a chapter?
Yeah, we did
this week.
I think so, because Twin Star Exorcist came out.
Yep.
Suffer at the End came out.
This weekend. So yep. So I have to go read that now.
Everything but Blue Exorcist.
Blue
Even
Exorcist.
I gotta ask, when
That's
are
good.
we gonna get more Blade Titans, man? I need more.
Oh well, like we said, we are trying to focus on a God Punch volume, so it might be a minute, unfortunately.
So I wanted to ask, like, knowing this new information and knowing how you guys are going to adapt it, make it even better and stuff. Does that mean all the other projects, like besides Blade Titans and God Punch, are gonna have to be on hold? The main focus has got to be those two stories.
We don't want to put them on hold. We definitely want to get more stories out, but we definitely kind of want to prioritize, the two that we already put out, just to kind of get our name out there even more. Because once more people start knowing who Mahō is, we could successfully drop more stories, and kind of go off of that.
Yeah.
But we don't want to jump the gun too quick,
Yeah, because right now, like 2 series is enough for us to deal with, to juggle writing and art and doing the artwork for. Even with assistance, because we will be using assistance for the next few chapters.
Moving forward.
Yeah, to get to, and just moving forward in general. But it's already enough just having the 2 to deal with. If I had to work on a 3rd series, I would definitely need even more.
Yeah. I mean, eventually we're gonna start a writer's room, and we're gonna bring more artists on. That's the goal. To kind of just have hella in-house projects.
Okay.
But I mean, we still babies. So we trying to get it out there. Mahō turns a year in July. Which is crazy.
And you guys are off to a great start.
Yeah, that's crazy. We really are turning a year old. That don't even sound right.
It don't. Mahō about to turn a year in July, So right now our biggest focus is kind of getting our brand out there. And that was another thing Ian and I met about the other night, we're kind of interested in looking at like community liaisons, someone in like, I'm looking for someone in Houston, since that's where we're based at. Somebody to kind of go out into the community and like find events that we can come and sell our merch at, and if you can't find events, create them, like go to some of these comic book shops and say, hey, I got this series, we're about to release a chapter, we'd love to have like a little launch party here,
or just some kind of pop-up event,
some kind of
book signing or something,
book signing, anything, like we're looking for someone to kind of help us get deeply ingrained in those communities, because I feel like we're kind of doing this backwards. Like we've met hella important people and we impressed them, and they're on the lookout for us, but I mean, you don't get anywhere without a solid fan base.
True.
This is
and
true.
So we've been hustling backwards, but it's good to have important people in your pocket, but the most important people are those that are going to read. And so that's kind of another big thing that I want to focus on in 2022 is making sure that we can become a household name, because we got the important people watching that should be looking out for us. Now it's time to put the world on notice and let them know who we are.
Yeah,
man, that sounds beautiful. That sounds beautiful.
I'm really excited about both of these series. Like Blade Titans, like it just like the third part 3 just ends off on like the part that I'm waiting for, and I want to see what's gonna happen with this Gundam battle.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, but yeah, man, I'm really excited for you guys. Like, this is gonna be really fun.
Yeah. I'm excited about the journey.
Yeah,
like, it has been a fun ride.
Man, it just sounds like y'all definitely put all the heart and consideration into definitely keeping the fans in consideration.
Yeah,
it's like I tell people all the time, because for Conquer Moon, we talk with artists and music artists and different stuff all the time. It's not buying your pretty work. I'm buying you. I'm investing in what I feel like you're putting into your craft, and I can feel. And I mean, I've seen you guys interview with Anime lately before, so I know like you guys are. It's not just talk. I was listening to you guys respond to things here. It's like nah, like I need this like air. I need this like air. I need this to breathe. I need to get this out. I need to birth this out. And I think the people will resonate with that. And like you said, you get more locations, you expand, you know, you get the book signings. Like I've been seeing like some of these webtooners, like I'm reading some stuff that people are recommending to me, and I'm like, I'm realizing from reading the comments at the end of these webtoons and looking at some of like the different stuff, it's like, oh, like y'all really do be behind some of these writers. Like, oh, you really like you gonna drive 2 hours to them to show up at Queen City Comic-Con just to sign, just to get the autograph. But there's people that's really invested like that. You know what I mean?
Oh, we met a guy. We met a cat at Anime NYC, bro. He was tweeting us while he was in line, like, "Hey man, I'm in line. I'm finna come holler at y'all. Where y'all booth at?"
I think I've seen that.
I'm like, yeah,
I think I've seen that. Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, bro, we here. You know what I'm saying? This the booth
That's
number.
What's up, man?
So Cuz came in. He was excited. He had like his big notebook, you know, with all his artwork. He on the me and the end day. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, "Can I get an autograph?" I'm like, "Yeah, all right, bro. What do you want an autograph? Like, do it on my hand." I'm like,
"Oh,
right,
okay, sure,
okay, give me the Sharpie." You know what I'm saying? So like, bro, it's crazy. You know, the people kind of respond to your work like that. You know, like they find that you're somewhere nearby and they're going out of their way to come and meet you. You know, like. That is humbling. Like that is kind of like that's what keeps your fire burning. You know, like this is why you do it. You know, like for the first time I met kids, you know, who say, "Yeah, I got webtoon. I saw this before." You know, Percy's my favorite character. You know, or like you get a little black.
Your character,
you know,
your character that you created, y'all's character,
you created,
somebody's favorite character.
Yeah, like you know, we had a little black girl come out of the table, you know, and she got a sticker, and I was like, "Yeah, she looks like you." She's like, "Yeah, give me that sticker." I'm like, "Baby, you can have it for free. Take the sticker. Don't give me no money.
Right?
Don't give me no money."
You done melted my heart.
You melted my heart, man. You know,
no, like seriously, like it's not just blowing smoke. Like seriously, like. These characters that you guys have created mean a lot to a lot of different people. I've been watching anime and reading manga for a very, very, very long time, and you don't get a lot of interesting black characters, and it's just nice to finally have it. Like, it means a lot, seriously.
And not just black for the sake of the color of skin, and not just caricatures, because you even gotta think of these audiences already have black people in a caricature because that's how Hollywood presents us to the world. You know what I mean? So it's just like,
especially
again,
in anime,
it means a lot.
Right?
We deserve more than the funny black guy. You know, that's the side character,
or the violent thug.
Yeah, or the violent thug. You know, or the loud, angry black woman. You know, we deserve more than those stereotypes. You know, we're so much more than that. You know, and so I always say to myself, why, you know, if ain't nobody else gonna give you the content, why not us?
Facts.
You know, we'll do it. Fine. You know, getting the anime is hard, you know, when you're starting from the bottom, you know, especially, you know, when you're in the West, you know, and this isn't really, it's a popular medium, you know, but it's not popular to actually try and do it yourself. You know, so if nobody else is gonna animate our project, fuck it, we'll make our own studio.
Listen, I mess with it.
And honestly, you asking about the 2 series and if we had like other stuff on hold, that's technically another exclusive because we have a lot of
other projects.
Personally, I have a lot of projects, and then Patrick has his own projects.
I got projects too, you know.
So like
other people on our team, they have projects that they come to us about.
Yeah.
So there's no shortage of content from Studio Mahō.
Yeah, no, we'll literally be creating content for like forever.
Our content will outlive our physical bodies. But I think that's the beauty, you know, of this. I'm selfish. I always said I want to live forever. I want to be immortal, you know. And this is how you do it. You know, you leave a legacy. You know, when I'm dead and gone 100, 200 years from now, like, I want people to look back on godpunch and Blade Times and be like, "Hey, yeah. That's where I got the influence from for my series." You know, like that's how you stay immortal.
Yeah, man, that shit is inspiring, dude. Like, I'm writing a couple like short stories myself, and it's like to see you guys creating something that's like, well, like you just said, like, well, I'm not just gonna wait. Like, I'm just gonna create my own story. I'm not gonna wait anyone to write it for me. It's like I'm doing that right now. You know what I mean? So like, you guys are really inspiring, and I got some other friends who are writing their own comics, writing their own books. It's like, just make your own shit, man. Just
get it, bro. Like, you only got one life to live, man. Take it for everything that it's worth. You know, you get one shot at this shit. Go after everything you want. And when you die, if you failed, at least you know that you went for it. You just got with no regrets.
That's it. Listen, I just saw my cousin pick up. He's got a this like Pokemon original story that he's been writing. He's been keeping track of for years. And I logged into my drive, and I saw him. He didn't touch the Pokemon one. He touched the Yu-Gi-Oh one. And I was like, dude, like I just sent him a screenshot. I was like, oh, you back at it again?
You don't think I see you? Okay, okay. You trying to be quiet? No, I see you. I love that. I love seeing people get out there and create. I feel like to be a creator, man, like it takes some balls, you know, because not everybody's gonna be receptive of your work, you know. But as long as you're okay with it, and that's all that matters.
Yeah.
I was making a joke the other a little while ago on Twitter. I was like, man, I ain't got the heart to tell people they mixtapes bad, dog. I ain't got I'm the friend that's gonna lie to you about your rap music, bro.
No, you're okay. You're good. You're good.
I won't lie to you. I won't give you the feedback.
Right? No,
if you listening right now,
I'd be like,
if you listening right now, if either I didn't actually listen to it or I listened to it and I ain't got nothing nice to say. Because I'm good. Like my bro dropped the project and I called it immediately. Bro. Yeah, facts. Facts. My bro dropped the EP. I said, yo, this what we've been waiting for from you.
Yeah.
If you would drop something and I ain't give you the feedback, like I said, it's either I genuinely didn't have time to get to it yet.
Yeah.
Or
I got a lot going on, bro. My bad.
Or
hey, you think you could retweet it?
Oh.
Like.
You gotta unlike it in the middle of the night too, because you know your likes pop up on the TL. like pop up on the TL. Out of nowhere, you just see somebody subbing you. Who put this shit on my timeline?
You recommended this?
Yeah.
Right. I thought your taste was better than this.
Yeah, but I ain't got the heart to curse somebody's dreams, man. But go for it, because a lot of people want to do shit and they ain't got the balls to try. So at least at least you putting in the effort. If it's ass, then it's ass. You know, some shit.
And that constructive criticism is important, man.
Yeah, you learn
from
that, man.
Yeah, you're right.
Or find the thing, because sometimes you end up in the room that shows you the door that you need to go through.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because I have a friend that's a director, so it's like I'm definitely in that position where it's like I'm watching one of his films and it's like I'm always gonna be real, I'm always gonna be objective, like you're my friend, but it's like, yeah, this doesn't work, this is something I would have done differently. What were you thinking when you made this decision? Because maybe I didn't get what your vision was going to be in that moment, right? So that's how I come about it when I watch his films. But yeah, it is difficult, like critiquing your friend's work.
It is, but I can't find it in me to be a dream killer. You know, like so many people die, you know, never going after what they want, you know.
Right.
What if they made you pay for it, kind of thing, just to like.
Well, if you pay me enough money, I'll be as honest as you want.
Oh yeah, you pay. Hey, I'll give you $20 to tell me how these 5 songs on my EP sound.
I got you.
Yeah, that shit was ass, bro. But like,
run me that 20 when you're ready for me to listen to the next one.
You asked you how your music was. You ain't got shit good to say. Hey, you got some beats on here, bro.
Right?
you got some beats on here, bro. Yeah, it's hard, bro. Yeah. But yeah, I try and support everyone's dream, man. If you listen to this, you're a content creator, man. Go get it. You know, but make sure you got some people around you that's gonna tell you, you know what I'm saying?
Be honest with you, kind of thing.
Yeah, be honest. No yes men. No yes men.
And be able to take constructive criticism. And not just like, don't be stubborn about that. Just like
if you be honest with yourself, you like me anyways. I can't do yes man because I already think this of myself.
Yeah.
Right.
So if I'm looking at my work and I'm like, nah.
Yeah.
And then you look at it and it's like, oh yeah, that's nice. I'm gonna be like, you either don't meet the expectations that I have for myself, or you just don't see it. So it's just
never think any of my work's good enough ever.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I mean, we release something, I'm like, yeah, you know, I'm like proud of myself. But then if I, you know, anything that I've released, like even Blade Titans, like I was super excited about like just having it done. I'm like looking at, I look back at some of the panels that I like showed on Twitter when it was coming out, and I was like super excited about how I drew certain things, and like some of those things hold up, and then I look back and some of them things I'm like,
you've grown,
yeah, you've grown past that. So now it's like everything that you did in the past, you can like criticize it. Now that you're done being proud of it, you're like, okay, wait a minute, hold on, that I could have did this better. Like there was a whole panel at the in part 3 of Blade Titans that I looked at, and I was like, damn, like what was I doing when I sketched this page? Like, well, not this page in general, but just like in that specific panel, I was like, oh my god, like, I was talking about the person that we talked to. I was like, man, they would have ripped me a new one if they saw this panel. Like,
that's like when your Facebook memories pop up when you were like 16, 17. Like,
right? Yeah, exactly.
So cringe. I can't.
Yeah, I was like, oh nah, yeah. So, yeah, definitely. The constructive criticism is important. And not being satisfied, not being like a perfectionist, but definitely being like, constantly striving to be better.
Right.
Taking pride in your craft is one thing as a creative, but like making sure that you never have too much pride to actually listen to feedback and apply it. That's something that's important.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm of the mindset that it could always be better.
Yeah, it can always be better.
Always improve.
Always be better.
Yeah.
Always be better.
But definitely, like, it's always nice. It's always. I know it's cringy sometimes, but sometimes it's good to just look back and see how much you've accomplished, and like, you do a whole before and after kind of thing.
Right.
And like, also like, even though like you criticize your old self, at least you can like compliment yourself. Like, man, like, good thing I've changed this. Good thing I've changed that.
Look at the growth.
The growth is always fun to see. I do enjoy that. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been reviewing movies for like 6-7 years now, and I listen back to some of my old episodes. I'm like, growth. That's all I can say. That's all I can say.
Kindest words you could give to yourself.
Right.
It's like rewatching a movie after a certain amount of years, because like that's how like different tastes. This is how my 18-year-old me felt like when I saw this movie.
Yeah.
Like, this is 23-year-old me seeing like how it's like the different experience of. You have different tastes. You have different expectations now, and you have different kind of ways and sort of things. That's what I kind of like about like creating anything or like experiencing anything, even if it's not the first time experiencing a movie. It could be your first time experiencing a movie at this point of your life, this point of your age, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Man, I feel that. Like I said, I'm getting ready to go through. I just kind of feel like I'm at my transition point. Did my good thing. Decided I was going to do the engineering thing. I did it. I succeeded at it. I'm satisfied with it. And now I'm just like, what's the other stuff that I always wanted to do? Yeah. So I'm trying to learn to do the voice acting thing now. Like you said, you got to put yourself out there. You got to take shots and.
Yeah, bro. I feel like there are hella content creators out there, and I don't know, if the goal is, for people to blow up, I would assume that if you're creating content, then the goal is to try and, like kind of get into the industry. But I mean, like, you got to make some noise in this shit, like you got to put yourself out there. Me and this man almost got kicked out of an anime convention for selling hard copies of God Punch out the backpack. Like, we snuck a copy of God Punch to an animation executive director from Studio Chizu, who visited a convention from Japan. They chased us out of the con.
Wow.
Out of the panel room, out of the auditorium. Yeah, they were like, "Hey, you can't do that."
Hey, you.
And when y'all blow up, this gonna be the story that you tell on your panel of inspiration.
Facts, dude. Facts.
Started from getting run out of cons to being invited to be the host of the con. You know what I'm saying? So
we went from selling them out of backpacks to being guests at the con.
Selling the backpacks with them in them.
Selling the
what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, but
hey, low key. Hey, you saying that to be funny, but low key, like we have a like backpack that we can make on Teesprings. They make backpacks. And we have thought about doing a like giveaway with like books and a bunch of shit in the backpack and just giving away the backpack.
Oh, sick!
That's it. Yeah. That's the move. I didn't give you that idea as a joke. I was really pitching that idea.
I think for me, I want my fellow content creators to not be afraid to get out there. You know, like if you really want to do this shit, go out there and make some noise. Like, yeah, you know, like social media is a great platform, you know, but nothing beats face-to-face interaction, you know, and putting yourself out there. Like, I can't tell you how humbled I was, you know what I'm saying, when Mark Phillips came by my table, our table.
Yeah.
You know, I can't tell you how much that meant.
Y'all was busy. Like I said, I swung by the table. I meant to meet y'all and interview y'all.
I know we were doing shifts.
It was like, they was like, yo, they went to do this, and I came back another time, and I think y'all had just got pulled to go do something. I think it was like a last minute something. Y'all got pulled into something to do on the Saturday, and I was like, I'm not mad at it. I just want to see y'all winning, and it sounded like you was winning.
We was booked and busy, bro. You know what I'm saying? But like we would be at the con, we would be at the table for like 6 to 7 hours. Right. No bathroom breaks, no food, no water, and the team would be like, "Hey, come on, get up."
Like, they had to make us get up from the table on Friday.
You know, and so like,
you guys,
but you get sucked into it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's our element. You know, like that's where we thrive at. You know, like
because I don't want to miss nobody coming by the table and be like, "Oh, let me get a book. Let me, you know, like." I love that interaction.
That's why you see these voice actors and stuff. They have their managers because it's like sometimes you need somebody to tell you, yo, it's time to go to the next thing. It's time for you to do X, Y, and Z.
I mean, that shit it meant a lot to me. You know what I'm saying? When my guy Zeno, shout out to Zeno.
Shout out to Zeno.
Shout out to Zeno. You know, Zeno pulled up on our table. You know, at Anime Frontier in Fort Worth and just showed love. You know, but like. Man, we sent Zeno some books, you know what I'm saying? We chopped it up with bro a couple times, you know what I'm saying? Like made him, you know what I'm saying, chopping up with him at DreamCon. So like the fact that like he went out of his way to come holler at us, you know what I'm saying? Like that means a lot, you know, because it's like, okay, we're meeting the right people, we're making
Zeno is so cool though. Like one of the people that gave me that extra push when I was trying to do like speaking on the voice acting. Same thing at DreamCon. Just talking to him at DreamCon and he was like, man, just do it. It sounds like you really want to do it. He was like, just do it. And I was like,
and that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, that's my message to my fellow content creators, man. Just don't be scared. Get out there. Like, we did a panel at DreamCon just about, you know, being, you know, a mangaka in the industry, you know. And like this girl, you know, this woman, she came up to me, you know, she's about our age. And she was just telling me, you know, I've been wanting to do my own manga. You know, I've been kind of nervous. You know, I've been looking for some advice. And like we chopped it up after that, you know, like, you know, we followed each other on social media and like, you know, we, you know, kind of exchanged some tips and some pointers and we really had the opportunity to bond. So if you listen to this, mama, I hope you're doing great. I hope your series is flourishing. I look forward to reading it. But man, you can't be scared to put yourself out there. Like clothes get fed. And how bad do you want it? And, you know, I'm willing to get arrested, clearly. So you know, but man, don't be afraid to put yourself out there. I know putting your content out there is terrifying. I'm excited every time we drop a chapter, God Punch a Blade Times, but I'm also terrified because, you know, I'm scared, you know, of what if they don't like it, you know?
Right.
But at this point, for me, I know people are gonna like it because people ask us about it too much for them not to like it.
Sure.
So, and I'm not gonna say that I'm pumping myself up or anything, but like I do have at least some confidence, even though I'm not always satisfied with my work. I am confident, like with what I put out, that people will enjoy it, even if I'm, you know, like
nitpicking yourself.
You know, I'm nitpicking it to a T, like, you know, to where there's nothing left. But I know that they're going to enjoy it, because even though I wrote it, I'm enjoying it. So, you know, so I feel like that's important. Like if you're at least enjoying what you're putting out, that's the most important part. Then if you do don't be scared to do it. And then if you do end up with people that like it, like that's just a bonus on top of that, you know? So I feel like for the most part, it's a leap of faith. It is a leap of faith.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, at the very least, there will be at least somebody out there that likes your stuff. I'm almost positive. I mean, we've seen some not so great projects, and people enjoy them. I mean, most of us don't like Yasuke, the anime, but there were people out there that were like, "Hey, I enjoyed it." You know what I'm saying? So
I was like, "You got some beats on that motherfucker, bro." Like, you know what I'm saying? You got some beats on Yasuke.
There's some good elements.
Yeah.
There are
for
some
what
good
it
elements.
for what it is.
There's
It
I
pass.
will
It still
even go as far to
pass.
say there's actually great elements. I just
Oh well, yeah. I mean, you can't have Mappa be involved and there not be something like at least decent that comes out of it. Like, obviously, Flying Lotus being involved meant the music was going to be fire, which it was. And then animation wise, Mappa did what they were supposed to do for the most part. So
they stuck the foot in the pot.
they did. So.
Oh man, it's so great to have you guys back onto the show. I think this is a good place we can stop into that. So, can you guys give us your plugs?
Cool. Most importantly, you know what I'm saying, follow, check out the website, www.studiomahō.com. That's MAHO. That's the most important thing. Visit us on IG at official Studio Mahō, Twitter at Studio Mahō. And you can follow me on Twitter at Gumbogoon and IG at godpunch.
Yeah, and you can follow me on Twitter at yin_designs. Instagram, Kokujin Creates, KOKUJIN Creates, but with a K. He already gave you the official Studio Mahō. Studio Mahō. I just said it. So there you go. You got Instagram, official Studio Mahō. Twitter is Studio Mahō. Website, studiomahō.com. Definitely go check out our books. I just had somebody buy some Blade Titans books today, so I got to send those out tomorrow. And
hey, stop opening people packages too. They got Studio Mahō.
Yeah, whoever be opening the packages, because we've had a couple of people.
Studio Mahō on it. Yeah,
when we send out the nice mailers.
Yeah, because we got some new mailers. They all black mailers, and they got Studio Mahō logo on it. Yeah,
like what?
Yeah, we had two people hit us up and said somebody opened their mail. And like
either that or it was like machinery ripped it open or something. Yeah, these are pretty hard to break. So
somebody actually had their book stolen.
But yeah, one of the books was missing.
Yeah.
So we had to send them a replacement. But this is what the new mailers look like. They're just clean, like black mailers with the logo on it. Bubble mailers. So
yeah, those don't tear easily. I don't think that's
whoever they meant to go up in there and get that.
Again, proof of concept. Y'all put it in good work. People will steal.
Right?
I mean, it's like, yeah, you excited. Like, damn, we really cold, bro. Like somebody stealing our shit. But it's like, hey, we had to pay for this. We got a free copy. You just got to get a free copy. You got to price that, But look, I'm flattered y'all stealing this shit, man. Just please stop and buy it.
Right? Well, you got plenty of copies. Just come on and get a copy.
Just get a copy, man. We'll get you your own mailer too, dog. Just ask us.
All the links in the live chat, guys, in case anything.
Oh yeah, and we got new merch. Blade Titans merch. The crop hoodies are out, but that's also on t-shirts and stuff too. So even though the crop hoodies are mainly for the ladies because they who asked for it, but
fellas, you want to show your belly button? We got some.
Hey, listen.
Show your belly button. We got some over here for you.
It's for everybody.
I ain't fit like that yet. One day.
Got those backpacks too.
Backpacks are not up yet because it's a lot more work to put the designs on the backpack.
Right.
I actually have to download the template and work with it instead of just uploading.
Probably try to work on the backpacks for the summer to get them out by school time though.
I do a god punch. I do a god punch fanny pack on the side because I like me a good fanny pack for now.
I haven't even done anything with the fanny pack, but we do actually have the ability to sell.
Yeah, we got fanny packs here.
So yeah.
Nice. Kendall, your plugs?
Yes, sir. You can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Quirk Chat at KendellxAnime. And of course, as always, plug into the Conquer movement. You can find all my stuff from going to my Instagram.
James.
Yeah, you guys can follow me all over social media at JBExclusive. You want to find everything that I do, go to carefulforspoilers.com. Check out our Batman Year 1 comic review from Frank Miller. That's actually one of my favorite episodes that we've done on villains so far. I also have a non-spoiler written review up on the website of the Batman. I also have a non-spoiler video review of the Batman. And tomorrow, March 11th, we are going to be talking full spoiler breakdown of the Batman. So check us out on Villains, episode 55 tomorrow night.
Cool. Guys, follow all these gentlemen, lovely gentlemen here, right there. All in the description down below. This has all the links in there. You could just really get this. And if you love this content, you love hearing our talk, love with everything, press that subscribe button. Help support the channel. Press that like button. Help support the feed. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys have a great night. Peace.
Out.